Guys, the day's finally come. Here it is. Go to www.dopeasusual.store, and we have the sketchy tee with the black and white. We also have the pullover sweater. We have shorts and beanies. The link will be in the description of this video, or go to www.dopeasusual.store. What is up, guys? How are you doing? Welcome back to the Dope As Usual podcast. We're here to talk about life, problems, drugs, accomplishments, and everything in between. I'm your host, Thomas, Dope As Yola, whatever you want to call me. Marty is here. Yo. It's a no guest episode, all right? These are my favorite things to do. So I love talking to people, but I kind of like talking to Marty best. I mean, we're just going to be honest.
That's what we do.
So we do, yeah. So this is my favorite thing to do. Thank you guys for joining us on another week. This is probably going to be one of the last solos for... Not one of the last solos, but we're gonna have a lot of guests coming, guys. All right, we just hired a booking agent. Boom! So we're no longer, hey, 60 emails. We're trying to book guests. You know what I mean? We finally got somebody, so I'm excited for that. It's gonna be awesome. We have a lot of guests coming up, so that's what I'm saying. The month of June, we had no solo podcasts, not one. So I feel like the month of August, this will be the only solo. Yeah. But I'm excited, guys. The guests that we're trying to get. Excited.
You guys deserve some real fucking guests.
I'm fucking excited, man. Like,
not that we haven't had some amazing
we've had
guests,
some badass guests.
We're committed to trying to keep this thing going up and up and up.
Should we talk about who we're trying to get right now or no?
Yeah, shit. Might as well.
So I used to have a sound guy up in named Tim. Shout out to Tim from Stockton. I did not realize that he's Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz's cousin. He grew up with them, and I talked about them. He goes, "Hey, do you want him on the show? I'll hit him up." So we're working on Nate and Nick Diaz right now. Working on Kevin Smith, Steve-O. Bam's in rehab, but I really wanted Bam on. You guys asked for Joey Diaz nonstop. Probably not going to happen for a while, guys. He's not coming to LA anytime soon. We can do a Zoom one, but I'm not doing a fucking Zoom podcast. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do it. Just because it's not the same. I want to go, hey, Joey Diaz, hit this. I don't want to go, hey, what's that in the back of your video? Like, no, fuck that shit. I want the energy. And
we need the vibe.
We need to be next to each other talking shit. Like, that's what I want, all right? So just want to start off right there, guys, with the basics, all right? We're working on a bunch of new guests, all right? We're working on a bunch of new guests. I'm very excited for the ones to come. It's going to be sick. If you saw last week's podcast, shout out to you. That was my homie Ratchet Man, Ratchet Tone. Really good episode. I fucking loved it.
Oh, yeah.
I really liked the episode. It was very interesting. He crushed it. I loved it. One more thing I want to get into before we start. If you're in the car, please be safe. I got another DM. Someone totaled their fucking car listening to the podcast.
I feel like we're getting one of these every episode.
Please be safe, man. Be careful, dude. Thankfully everyone was okay. But damn, getting that DM, finally happened. Fucking totaled my car while listening to the podcast. I was laughing though. So was it so good that made you lose control? I don't know. I'm not sure. Or was it like you're a bad driver and you should be more what was it? You should pay more pay more respect to the road. You should pay more attention to the road. Fuck, dude. My brain's everywhere today, all right? I've been busy today. Real quick, I want to move into this and I won't talk about it again. All right, some of you motherfuckers. All right, ready? I've been vegan for 5 years. A lot of you don't know that because I'm not a fucking bitch vegan that's like, by the way, you know what you're eating? It's fucking murder. Yeah, it's murder. People know that. Do you have to fucking say it all the time? No, you don't. I like dogs. I like animals. I like cows. I just don't eat them. I don't have to shove it in your fucking face. I hate people. I fucking hate vegan people sometimes. I hate 98.8% of vegans. I will punch you. All right? So we got on it recently. All right, we got on it as a sponsorship, and you guys know that. I had a lot of backlash, all right? I had a lot of people talking shit to me because they sell non-vegan stuff too. So does the fucking grocery store. So does my favorite pizza place and favorite Mexican spot. They have vegan options. That's why I support them, because I'm like, oh, you got vegan shit? Thank you for looking out for people. I'll fucking support it. That's like telling me, Marty had the best examples. Like, so if we get a Whole Food sponsorship, are people going to talk shit because they sell meat in the back? Exactly. Fuck you. All right. I know YouTube's probably going to demonetize us. Fuck you. So,
we did get a ton of amazing feedback from the commercial also.
oh, dude, I'm only bringing up the things because it's like, I don't want it there were so many comments in the last video about it. I'm like, and I respond to all of them. I'm tired of fucking getting aggravated at people.
Like, yeah, we know there's whey in the protein powder.
I don't use it.
Like,
I won't use it. I don't, it's milk. I don't use that shit. That's it. All right.
They got hundreds of products. So
they have hundreds of products.
Only a small portion of our viewers are actually vegan. But like, it is a great, for instance, we had a product come at us that didn't have any vegan options. And we turned that shit down.
Even though they were like, yo, we'll pay you right now. Fuck.
Yeah.
Nah, I can't do it, man. You should make vegan shit. You're a health food company, asshole. And so I turned it down because there's no option for me. I can't advertise something I can't actually try or use.
Onnit's got 50 products.
Yeah, they have everything. And also, there's weights. I'm not eating weights. All right. Fucking
well, you have been lately.
I have been. I've been fucking working out, guys. I've been working out. And real quick, I have no idea why. I was trending on the Twitter the other day for boxing.
Crazy.
Why? The number one thing of all boxing in the world was me lifting fucking weights. Oh, because there was a boxing bag in the back?
It can't be.
It can't be.
I don't know how that. I thought that shit was based on hashtags or something.
I didn't hashtag anything.
That was like some algorithmic.
Yes, I've never trended on any Twitter.
How fucking hilarious.
How funny. Hell of people like, yo, I'm looking at boxing and it's just, you're fat, dude. Just lifting weights. I'm like, yeah, good, I guess.
That shit could have ended up on SportsCenter.
For
real. Throwing up hella weight after not lifting for a super long time.
We'll get there, guys. And you guys already know, I said, was it by episode 100 or episode 52?
That's a big fucking difference.
Big difference. I'm trying to bench. I'm trying to get back over 300 by the end of the year. And I think I can do it. I think I can do it. I hit 215 a bunch of times. It was not bad. But I haven't lifted since high school.
Yeah, so. It's so cool to see everybody just like, everybody's so happy to see you get after it.
So like hyped, man. I love you fucking guys, man. I love you guys. You know how many people hit me up like, I'm starting to. I'm like,
yeah.
Fuck yeah. It's just, how often do people start trends that are beneficial to people in a good way?
Yeah.
Not often.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that I wasn't trying to. I'm just trying to get high. I'm not trying to get high. I'm trying to get in shape and not fat anymore. And hella fools are like, yeah, me too. Fuck yeah. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
For sure. And I mean, shit, a lot of kids look up to you too. And as far as Onnit goes, like, you can look at the ingredients. They use the tip-top best ingredients that could be found.
I also wouldn't use the shit if it wasn't.
Yeah, like that. To anybody wondering, we've been working this deal forever. Like
since we started, that was the first one we're like, we got to get on it. Marty introduced me, and I went, oh shit, this is everything they do? Fuck yeah. And he's been to their campus. And anyway, I just want to get that off my chest, guys. I love everyone's opinion when they're nice. All right. I value your opinion very highly when you're nice. When people are slightly rude to me, because I'm super nice, but when people are slightly rude to me, it's if they knew how little I gave a fuck, they'd be offended.
It's just if somebody's trying to be shitty on some petty shit, like, oh, I caught you in something. I caught you guys. Oh shit, we know there's fucking whey in the goddamn
asshole.
protein powder.
That's why it's over there and I don't use this shit. It's for product placement, dickhead. Fuck you. Anyway, you guys already know me. I don't give a fuck. You can suck 2 dicks. I do not give a fuck about your opinion if you're not nice. But if you're nice, we do care about your opinion and updates on the show. Get this guest, get that guest. We listen when it's nice. I mean, but if you have a valid argument, I'll talk to you. I'm not just saying, oh, you disagree with me? Fuck you. That's not what I'm saying. If you're a little bitch, you can eat a dick. Sorry for the rough intro, the demonetization intro. I'm very sorry. I said fuck 62 times to people to suck dicks twice. Per breath, so I think we're not monetized on this one, which is fine because I'm getting fucked up this episode. Guys, what time is it, Marty? How long have we been?
11:30.
Yes. I just picked up some motherfucking weed. All right, I just bought some motherfucking. Oh, I just dropped a joint. Oh, far to reach. Good thing I have them rolled. I'll pick another. I'll get another one. There's a really fat joint down there, Rosie. Please don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. No, you're good. It was the fattest one. Damn it. Okay. I'm going to smoke this joint. Guys, before I do that, I want to get into some fan questions. This is something we want to incorporate more. But real quick, I just want to say, I asked on our, right here, boom, Dope As Usual podcast. This is our Instagram, all right? Check out our Instagram. You high ass people. You guys are higher than I am. I asked, hey, people send us questions for the podcast, and we'll put you in the podcast today, but send us in video form, like, yo, what's up, guys, and send the video. I've gotten 3 videos out of like 30. Everyone else is high as shit and just text me. Like, bro, I said send a video so I can put your face on the show.
The main point is we want to do a little more fan interaction on the show. From
you
Instagram.
high motherfuckers. How many orders did we get this week with no zip code? I'm pissed. All right, answer your emails for Push Trees, guys. You know how many times we've gotten people... I did a giveaway, and the guy sent me his whole address, and he bugged me, where's it at? And I go, bro, I've been hitting you up. You didn't leave a city or state.
Anytown, USA.
Anytown, USA, bro. Some Simpson shit. 123 Fake Street. That's what they did to me. So... you guys are high, all right? Next time we're going to do it more. We'll give you more time to prep, but we want to include you guys in the podcast more because I see you guys in the chat all fucking day. As I can't remember names. I only remember the first couple letters and then the picture. So I see the same people in the chat. Like right now, Evo King, ASO Dolphin or something like that. Maddie B, we in here. I see you guys. You know that, right? I see you guys every damn week in the chat, nonstop. I fucking appreciate it. If I didn't say your name, it's not that I don't like you. It's just I can't remember every name, all right? So thank you guys. I just want to say thank you guys so much. So this is us trying to incorporate you guys a little bit, all right? So we're going to start off with these questions, fan questions. Let me light this joint. Guys, the very first question is from, oh shit, what's his name at the top? It's the one I sent the full picture to. Sorry, guys. I had to screenshot everybody because they didn't send videos. So I had to screenshot it. What is it?
Martin Garcia.
Martin Garcia, what's up? Martin Garcia's question, and this is a question I get every day. Would you ever have your dad or your sister on the podcast? My dad was a super bad alcoholic. I don't like to have him around triggers, I guess you would say. You know, like he doesn't smoke weed at all. I mean, I can do a no weed podcast. Of course I can. I've smoked weed around my dad when he's at my house. I'm not going to not smoke weed because he's fine with it. It's cool.
We had a great weedless episode with Fabian.
Exactly. We could do a weedless episode. It's just my dad is a truck driver and he'll shoot you in the face. I just don't want someone like, you're so-and-so and try to rob or do something weird because my dad will kill your ass. I don't want my dad going to prison over somebody on the podcast. Do you see what I'm saying?
I didn't think you were going to take it there.
Well, people are weird. That's why I don't show my mom. I didn't show my mom for the first 7 years of Instagram because she does nails and has a shop. I don't want people walking up in there. My mom will fuck you up too. That's all. That's why I don't show my little brother. People are fucking creeps. So anyway, I would show my dad. I would have him on the show. My dad's very offensive. All right, he thinks things are funny that are super fucking offensive. So I don't want my dad out here canceling me and shit. But no, my dad would be a great episode. I just don't know what to talk to his ass about. He's such a goof, like in a good way. He's going to constantly be fucking with me. It's hard to talk to my dad. Like, Dad, tell me about fit. He started telling me about something in high school once. I went, Dad, stop. No more. Stop talking right now, bro. I was like 17. He told me how he sold a girl to some gangbangers so they can get an 8-ball Chris. I'm like, Dad, what'd you say? He's like, so some girl. And he explained it to me. Fuck, dude, my sisters and shit watch. Hey, fuck it. It's our dad, all right? Fuck, I'll blame it on Uncle Jaime. It's my dad and Uncle Jaime. All right, so the story is see, I'm just telling a quick story. It's going to be a 5-hour podcast. So my dad was very, very good looking in high school. Like he was in shape. He was in the wrestling team. He was a good looking motherfucker, right? Let's just say he was pulling bitches all the time. All right, that's one of my mom's big things about, hey, can you stop cheating on me? I'm like, Dad, that's a very reasonable request. Can you just stop or break the fuck up? Mom, you're also stupid for knowing. And just, it's fine. We'll punch each other in the face, smoke some meth and get over it. Like,
Jesus
good
Christ.
option, motherfucker. And I know my mom's in the chat too. Yeah, Mom, I know you're in the chat.
Thanks for the donations too, by the way. She's been killing
because
it.
I've been giving her all this fucking gear and she's like, let me buy it. I'm like, Mom, I'm not going to charge you like that. I'm just going to keep donating.
She's our number one supporter, though.
Mom, I appreciate it, but damn, that's why I gave it to you for free so you don't spend money. So my dad was with my Uncle Jaime. They were doing coke all night. He said this white girl was in love with my fucking dad. Like in love with my dad, but he's like, she just wasn't really my type. But my Uncle Jaime is a dirtball, so he's like, oh, she's my type. So he was like messing around with her. They're all getting on one. They went to some party. And it was in Merced on 12th Street, so it was gangbanger land. So he said they're at a party, and some of the gangbanger fool, they're all just chilling because my dad knows them. And he said, like, yo, what's up with this chick? Like, she's kind of like all over the place. Like, can I bang her? Basically. Mm-hmm. And they were like, no, that's like she's with us. And he said, so what is it going to take? Like, can I bang her? Not like, can I rape this girl? It's more of like, yo, she's being kind of wild out here. Like, is this your girl? Can I take her to the... She was being very open, right? Mm-hmm. And she was going to bang this guy whether or not my dad was like, cool. No. But my dad, and he's like, so in my head, I go, that's not my girlfriend. She looks like she's all over the fucking dude. I'm going to be like... So this is what my dad said. So my plan was, trade me an 8-ball, and I'll just leave her here. Uh-huh. So my dad got an 8-ball of Chris and walked out of the place and left that girl there.
Damn.
Not like he left her to die. She was ready to bang that dude anyway, and he goes,
yeah,
trade me an 8-ball.
You got like a consolation prize.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah. And it's disgusting. That's someone's daughter, bro. Uh-huh. That's fucked up. She's probably on meth today.
Shit, that's not his fault.
It's not his fault, but also like, did you just sell a woman, Dad? Fuck.
I think sell is a tough.
Bro, he did.
It's a little.
What he did, he could have been like, nah, we're gonna leave. There's a lot of dudes here. She might be in danger. But also, she was like, my dad was basically skidding, and she was like taking her clothes off, like dancing around on this dude. I'm like, damn, bitch.
This is there for the streets.
She was yes. But I mean, my dad got a free fucking $180, $60 out of it.
That's not easy to do. That's the real
that's that real
Chris, moral of the story.
Chris eighth.
That's a good negotiator.
That's true, huh? That's a good negotiator. Yeah, should be on the debate team.
I mean, he's dealing with some fucking gangbangers. They're surprised they weren't like.
No, my dad was in my Uncle Jaime. They were all. If you're from Merced and you grew up I grew up all gangbangers. I'm not a gangbanger. Mm-hmm. Like, I know them. They're cool. I go to their parties and like I know I'm not getting shot by them at least because I'm cool with them. That's probably what my dad was doing. But maybe I'll have my dad on the show.
He can tell us. Yeah, sure.
That long ass. Maybe I'll have him on the show. As for my sister's a fucking dickhead. I don't think I can sit there for 40 minutes and go, hey, I have this on video. This is what happened. Look. And she's going to go, no, it's not, you fucking idiot. And I go, but bitch, it's on fucking video. You're on the video saying it. It's not me. What sound effect are you doing? Oh, I thought you were doing a sound effect. I thought you were doing a sound effect. That's my sister, bro. I can't do it. Can't do it. Look at this way. If she was nice, I'd be all right. Mm-hmm. But she's very negative, and it's like, I can't do that.
It's going to be tough to keep going for you.
I was at the fucking memorial this weekend, and there was like 6 seconds and went, I'm too old to punch you in the mouth, but I might. I'm not kidding. She had a beard, and I was thinking, where would she fall if I smack the shit out of her? I did the whole thing in my head and went,
off of something new, or this is just old?
She's just a fucking asshole, dude. Uh-huh. I was at the memorial like, bitch, be nice. I can't take this sometimes. It's just too much. That's why I don't hang out with her that much. I know she's watched this, like, hey, just stop being mean. Bitch, be nice. You don't have to disagree with everything, you fucking asshole. Anyway, no, I will not have my sister on the podcast, man. I will not. Maybe my dad. Maybe one day.
If you had to pick one.
My dad.
Okay. I bet he's got crazy stories.
My dad's a wild motherfucker.
He's going to keep you on your heels a little bit. I've never met your dad. I've never heard him. But
my dad's fucking cool. And he's been driving for 40 years almost. He's been driving since he's about 9.
He bit a dude's face off.
A lot of shit. My dad, I can't even get into it. There's a lot. I'll just leave it at that. There's a lot. My dad's done some stupid shit. Martin Garcia, is that what his name was?
I think so.
I think it was Martin Garcia. I feel like the last name's wrong. Hey, Martin Garcia, big jersey. Thank you so much. It's a nice chair you got there. All right, can we go on to the next question? Thank you very much. This is Roderick805. Thank you. This is from Instagram. Are you a fan of the UFC? If so, do you have a favorite fighter?
Great question.
Okay. So when it comes to podcasting, I feel like every comedian is like, yo, I love UFC. Why? I have no fucking idea.
Because you're Rogan.
Okay, that's what it is. Okay. Oh yeah, he's the USC guy. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh God.
I mean, no, it's not cause of Rogan, but that's the effect. He put UFC in podcasting.
Bro, I'm so fucking dumb. Okay, take it back. So you know how you fucking comedians really like UFC, right? All right. I stopped watching it the second I got to college, I think. The second I wasn't home all the time. You know what I'm saying? I was out doing shit. I wasn't at home watching UFC. I wasn't doing that anymore, but I used to be active. I used to watch UFC. I used to rent them from Blockbuster, UFC 1 all the way through 6. Me and my dad would rent them and wait a couple months and rent them again because back then there was no streaming. I went to Blockbuster. Me and my dad used to bet nickels and dimes on matches. This is before weight classes. Remember when Vito Belfort hit Vanderlei Silva? Not Vanderlei Silva. Come on. Ball head dude. Real fucked up cauliflower ears.
It's fucking all of them.
I know, but he does the axe kick. He's famous for the fucking downward axe kick. Bald dude. Come on, man. He kind of looks like Blanca. Baraka from Mortal Kombat.
This is a hell of a description.
Come on, man. You know who it is. It's when Vanderlei Silva, Vito Belfort fucked his shit up in like UFC 6 or something like that.
Gotcha. We're about to pull this up.
He's like 18
right
years old, dude. It's his most famous one where he hits the fool all the way across the ring and knocks his ass asleep.
Randy Couture.
Nope. I don't know Randy Couture.
Vanderlei Silva.
I said Anderson Silva.
Yep.
Vanderlei Silva.
So many
yeah,
Silvas.
he looks like the dude with the teeth and the swords in his hands from fucking Mortal Kombat. Baraka. That's what he looks like. Damn, he got a facelift. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. I haven't seen him in a minute. Yeah, Vanderlei Silva. Anyway, me and my dad were betting when that fool was like coming up, kicking fools in the face. So I've been watching UFC all my whole life until like 18.
Your frame of reference to the UFC is like when I started learning this about you so much earlier than mine because I didn't become a fan of the UFC until like after all that. So it's interesting because I know nothing about what you're talking about with it, and like you don't know about the post,
like Mark Coleman's.
Yeah, yeah. Shit. I never watched any of those. I go back and watch them now.
Who was it? Who's Is it Ken Shamrock, Frank Shamrock's little brother, that kicked Mark Coleman in the fucking mouth and knocked his ass asleep? Me and my dad watched that tape like 60 times because it was only like $1 or $2 more to fucking rent from Blockbuster an extra day. You know what I mean?
That's insane that you were renting these shits from fucking Blockbuster
all day, dude. We would rent them all no DVD. There's Mark Coleman.
Oh, this was the dude that. Did you see the video? Hold on.
Mark Coleman's a beast.
Oh, it's a goddamn video game.
That's how good video games are. Shout out to UFC video game, all right? I thought that was a real fight right now. Watching video game gameplay, all right?
I'm glad we didn't sit here for fucking 5 minutes. Like, I don't remember this.
I'm so glad. Sorry. Damn, dude. I can't just answer a question. My favorite UFC fighter is Matt Hughes, okay? There. Matt Hughes was the fucking man. Destroy the shit out of everybody. You can't touch his ass. He was the man. You see him now, bro? See what happened to him?
In my mind, he like something bad happened. Did he break his spine or something?
By a train. And he like he's like trying to talk, like his brain's not functioning.
I didn't realize
it was so fucking sad. Like from being the all-American fucking badass wrestler, the only fool that used to fuck his shit up was George St. Pierre. Remember the battles they used to have, dude? I think he beat George St. Pierre once, or George St. Pierre swept his ass 3 times. I can't remember. There it is. Picture George St. Pierre, Matt Hughes. That's my era. I was on it because Marvin Beastman Eastman is from Merced, and one of my best friends, Anthony, that's his uncle. So when I first walked into Anthony's house, Marvin Beastman Eastman answered the door, bro. And the first thing he says, like, you got a deep ass voice for a little boy. And I go, yeah, all right, man, thanks. Marvin Beastman, there's the cut. Vito Belfort ripped his fucking eye off. Look at that cut. It's the worst cut in UFC history until that point. That's Marvin Beastman Eastman. I used to be my best friend Justin Eastman. Remember I told you about my stepdad and my neighbor, my best friend, his dad was the cop. His little brother is him. Marvin Eastman's older brother is a cop in Merced, and he's like 6'4", rocked. I saw him repping 440.
God
bench
damn.
with his feet up, and with Coach Scheidt. And Coach Scheidt, the piece of shit from football, looks just like Matt Hughes. I mean, he looks just like Matt Hughes. It's kind of annoying. Anyway, I can't just keep my brain focused. Matt Hughes is my favorite UFC fighter, all right?
That's a legendary answer.
He's a fucking badass. So yes, stop right there.
Yeah, it was fun watching the UFC last time.
Dude, I didn't realize that. Was Sean O'Malley?
Yeah.
I didn't realize what a monster he was.
We were setting the fucking fight up. It took us we missed
the fight.
Yeah, went
we
back
were
and watched it
shit.
afterwards.
Yeah,
but goddamn, Sean O'Malley, this fucking psycho would not stop charging forward.
For everyone that watched it, the other Train, that was him. It was fucking Train nonstop, bro. He was punching the guy in the face. Have you ever seen the movie Sin City?
No.
For everyone out there that's seen Sin City, remember Rat Bastard, the guy that was the rapist with the yellow dude? That's what the fool's face looked like after that Sean O'Malley guy beat the fuck out of him. It was lumpy and nasty and fucked just like that.
I'd never seen somebody not
go down.
Yeah, like, why won't you die?
Yeah. Why won't you die?
He was hitting him with everything he had, looking like, what the fuck?
Oh, he was taking his fucking head off, and the guy was like that.
Eat it, eat it, eat it. More, please.
What a
More,
badass.
please.
Who is that? Whoever that is going to be a fucking monster soon.
I hope we get him in here get Sean in here to ask him about that.
Because next time he's in LA, we locked him in.
Yeah,
right?
As far as I know, yeah,
he's coming in.
But what were you thinking? Like, did you get?
That's a good question. Like, did you all go full for real?
Because you got to feel it in your hands. Like when you catch somebody, like boom, he's going out.
You know, and how sad must it be? Like, it's like a dream when you punch somebody in the face and they're like, "Are you gonna hit me yet?" I'm like, "Fuck, man, how come I just can't kill you in my dream?" And I know a lot of you went, "Me too."
You're punching through water.
Yep.
Like that.
Yep.
Yeah, but that. Anyway, I think I could see you getting back into it, and I could see that
for sure.
Yeah. That shit was fun. It's intense.
I mean, it's
what's more intense than while they're walking into the cage?
Because I used to wrestle, dude. I used to play football, and I missed the coming out and staring down whoever I'm going against. Like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, Raz.
Mm-hmm.
It's that intense, like.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. It's something about it. Like football. For those you play football, coming out on the field is just like.
Man, I remember when we were in college, they'd do the bring them out, bring them out.
We never got no music.
In your mouth.
I wish we had music. Marty out here fucking shooting 1,000 after that. Damn, dude. I never had music come out.
What'd you guys do? Oh, you just ran through the fucking
paper.
Yeah.
Is that?
All right.
Merced sucks. All right, Merced fucking sucks. We didn't have shit. I played for fucking 5 years.
I just hit you guys.
At least, bro. At least get to hit us with the fucking Yo, brain. Somebody commented because I can't think. And I remember I was like, I gotta do this. You should really get it looked at. Blah, 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 blah. So, no, I don't give a fuck. You want to go to the doctor and they go, hey, your brain functions a lot. I'm like, thanks. Do you want me to pay you for that? Here, take these pills. I'm not taking the pills. What you do is these exercises. You mean work? You mean think about something else and focus? It's called work, asshole. ADHD is a blessing. I don't know what anybody else says. That's a fucking blessing because some of you motherfuckers can't concentrate on one thing. I do 6 at once. It might be only 10% each.
Yeah.
And then I circle back and knock them all out, but I will fucking knock them all out.
They get done, though.
They will get done. Yeah. So we'll leave it at that. Matt Hughes, all right? Dude, I can't answer a question.
Nah, shit.
Matt fucking Hughes.
I'm interested to see if the UFC has any more superstars coming up, though.
For sure.
I mean,
it's coming.
I hope so.
I'm telling you, dude. People, now that they realize, like, how much did the kid make? I'm going to start fighting. You know how many natural monsters there are out there that don't understand they're fucking monsters? I just can't wait. I just love seeing the fat Mexican dude win. Like, what was the one that just won the world champion boxing? Come on. The big Mexican kid from
I don't know dick
here.
about boxing. There was a pretty fat Mexican dude in the UFC that was just beating somebody's ass. I was watching.
I just liked Cain Velasquez. He fucking fool has brown pride tatted on his body. Like, oh my God.
And it doesn't seem
him. Diaz, right?
Wow,
What's his
that's
name?
fucked up when you come up fat Mexican boxer in Google search.
Dude, world champ.
Yeah, oh no, I know this dude. He was on Rogan. Yeah, I know. Fuck.
World fucking champion, dude.
Yeah, I mean.
That's badass, man.
That's one of those, fighting is one of those things where it's like the body type might not be
you know what that body type is? I work construction in Merced. Also, I drink beers.
Yeah.
You got to remember that. Next time you're out talking shit to somebody at the bar, it might be him. It might be someone just
They got
like
that
that.
cinder
that
block
got that.
strength. 115 every day out there. Yeah.
Yes. People don't understand, dude. People don't get it. But anyway, I can't keep on topic. Matt Hughes. Can we go back to the question, please? All right. Next question, guys. Here we go. This is from Good Evening Cuddy. It's a great name. Do you like any indie music, Mac DeMarco or Tyler the Creator? People like that alternative music, if you will. Okay. I don't really think Tyler the Creator's alternative anymore. I think he's pop. He went pop. He's 100% on every radio station.
No shit.
Loved the Golf Wang stuff. Me and Rosie, our first time going to a show, besides the MERS one, was Tyler the Creator. That's why I wanted to go. I'm like, oh, you know what? Odd Future shit's pretty tight. And I went, Mac DeMarco. You ever heard of Mac DeMarco?
No.
Great. He's great. I really fuck with it. He has a video. People don't realize that. A music video can make you transcend generations, and they don't get it. Some people are still throwing up money in front of a rented car. They don't get it yet. This motherfucker, Mac DeMarco, I think it's my kind of woman. This fool is literally just dressing up as a chick from start to finish in the whole song, and it's so fucking good. People don't appreciate things. It's motherfucking art. All right, I love the guy. His music's really good, dude.
Nice. Like on some Ms. Doubtfire type shit? Like
no, it's like a cross dresser. It's yes. I kind of like it as a what's that song? Lola. Remember that song? Lola, that old ass 60s song, Lola, where he's talking about he meets a chick, but it turns out to be a dude. He never met the Kinks.
Okay.
Thank you, the Kinks. That's what that kind of vibe gives me. Like, it's a good fucking song talking about some wild shit. I fuck with that. And I don't know, like, I fuck with that, dude. Heavy. I know a lot of people are always surprised when I say it, but bro, I've been watching RuPaul's Drag Race so fucking heavy, and I'm down to the damn All-Stars, and I'm bored. I'm down to the All-Star. I just love seeing dudes that got picked on their whole fucking life come out and shine so fucking hard doing what they like. And it's like, that fool just did the splits on heels. Bitch, you can't even do that shit. Fuck you talking shit. That's a grown man. He's 6'6" doing splits. Fuck you. I just think it's cool. I think it's awesome, man. You have to remember, all those gay dudes got beat up as kids. Like, all got fucked with, and now they're like looked up to and shit. I like it. It's pretty fucking cool. I'm just over the fucking challenges. I skip some of the challenges. I'm like, oh, just get to the end, bro. Get to the fucking dance, lip sync for your life shit already, bitch.
I've never heard you bring this up before. I
love RuPaul's Drag. I just love seeing fools do what they like. You know what I mean? Because most people are like, who are these gay ass fools? I'm like, fools, fuck you. There's more girls for you now. They don't like girls. That's the one thing I never got. Like, oh, it's gay fool. Like, bro, he ain't bugging you. Or if he hits on me, are you gay? Nothing's going to happen then, stupid.
Is the average dude still kind of like that?
Yes.
And
I have a lot of friends that are very, very homophobic, and I check them, and I make fun of them. It's my favorite shit. I love checking. I won't say your names, Justin. I won't say your names. I got some homies that are like, they're not homophobic, but they're more like, what was it? Kevin Hart's bit. I don't want my son to be gay. It's not like I'm mad at it, but if I could choose him not to be, I would be. He would. A lot of people are like that, and I get that. I guess I get that because you're like, oh, I want kids, I want grandkids.
Man, I would totally choose for my daughter to be lesbian if I could.
Oh, that's your daughter, though, bro. That's your daughter.
I've already decided this.
Yes, 13-year-old going through all this shit. Yeah, don't get pregnant, please. Just don't get fucking pregnant. God,
life would be so much easier.
Yeah, not to worry. Like, yo, at any point in time, there could be me at grandpa starting. Oh, no, thank you.
Could you imagine?
There's girls in Merced, right? I mean, I won't name names. I know 30-year-old grandmothers. I've met 32-year-old grandmas and 45-year-old great grandmas. Yeah, it's called Catholicism. Isn't that Catholic shit? That's called, oh, you can't have birth control and shit, but, our priests, they might, let's just not get into this shit. Let's just not get into this. Let's just leave it at that.
Mac DeMarco.
Mac DeMarco. Let's go back to music. Yes, I love alternative music. I fuck with it heavy. All right. There we go. Let's go to the next question. I don't even need my dad to get me fucking in trouble. Then again, fuck those fools.
Yeah.
Fucking creeps, child molesters, fucks. But they got money, and I wanted to shut down our shit. So
there's that too.
My bad. I guess. Is there another question?
If you could, okay, yeah, from Dash Swerving. If you could go back to college, what would you do differently?
Finish. Ready? Next question. That is all I have to say about that. I would just finish. I do got to say, my cousin Melissa is a professor at Merced College, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm only one class away from my AA degree. I'm one fucking class away from my AA degree.
That's pretty insane.
I was just done. I don't like algebra 2. All right? Once you miss one day, you're fucked. It's like building an engine. You miss the first day. Go, so where are we at? Oh, we're on the carburetor. Well, I'm walking. That's me, bro. Like, I'm done, I guess. So I have an idea. And it's called Dope As Yola Goes Back to College. And what I'm thinking is, I go back to school, I film it, I sit in class for one day, and then I take the rest of it online. Because I don't want to be around a bunch of fucking people anymore. Also, I pay somebody to take my class online. I ain't doing that shit. They can do fucking face swap or whatever they want. I am not sitting there and going to class. That's the reason I didn't finish. I don't fucking care. But I think it'd be good to go, you know what? I got my degree in general business.
I guess, as long as, like, if you're just fucking paying for that shit, like, that's really what it is. It's like a moral victory to finish it, I think.
I think it's more of like this. Like,
in
you know
your
what?
position.
I finished.
For you. For the average person, fucking
Oh.
finish it. I mean, because I know, like, people in my family going for their fucking big time degrees, and they end up gassing out on the last thesis. Then you just got that debt and you got nothing to show for it. God damn, I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Somebody asked me that on the live the other day, like, because you don't know what the fuck you want to do or what you're good at, where your strengths are. You're
I
still
only
a
did
kid.
business because, like, it's universal.
Yeah.
Let's start, bitch. Oh, the reason I brought up my cousin Melissa is because I was going to ask her to help me cheat. Like, hey, can you just give weed to the algebra teacher? And I asked her, the way I kind of leaned to it was like, hey, do teachers like hang out and get fucked up together like I think they do? She goes, no. Fuck, man. That was like, I'm done. All right, then you don't know. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm not going to even ask you to just risk your fucking job. But risk your job for me. Yeah. I'm kidding. Kind of. Maybe I'll just go to like the Burbank College or something. Just go.
I mean,
but I also don't want to be going and go, yo, what up? Yo, what? I'm like, bro, yeah, I'll smoke weed with you later. I'm actually trying to study.
Could you imagine you going?
I can't. For the first 2 years I did Instagram, I was still going to school. And no, thanks. If I really can't study and concentrate, I really won't be able to concentrate with people like, yo, what up, bro? Like, yo, I follow you. She's like, thanks, man. Fuck yeah.
You could.
What? I just missed a whole step. Fuck. Quadratic formula's gone.
You gotta bang it out online.
That's what it is. I'm gonna pay somebody to just do it. Like that. And for the shots go, so today, and it clips in like some bad movies, a different person. Yeah, I'm not doing school. Fuck you.
Maybe in 10 years or something.
Dude, honestly, I hate filling shit out at doctor's places. I go, bitch, you couldn't have just asked me and filled this out. I gotta. Fuck. Oh yeah, slash.
Could you
date,
imagine?
Slash.
Yeah. We need you to come in and go to the registrar's office and then head over to admissions.
I'm never doing Roundup again. I ain't ever gonna get my books again. I'm not waiting in line again. I'm not going to the Leisure Building. I ain't doing none of that.
You don't want to
bullshit.
buy a couple $1,000s worth of books and then don't use them and then have them give you 50 cents back when you
I
go to
am
return
from
them?
Merced with no money. We get paid to go to college. We get financial aid out there. All right, we don't pay for shit. And then as soon as you're 1 month in, you don't go back and you keep your check because you went long enough. In Merced, for the first 3 weeks is packed, and then the start of the fourth week, there's nobody left. It was always the best. Like, okay, well, I'll have seats on Monday because people are gone. They're out. As soon as they get the financial aid check, they're gone. Yeah. I guess. Do your thing. Is that the last question?
Yeah, that's the last one we got picked out.
Okay. All right. Thank you. How long are we at? 35? Please don't tell me longer.
42.
All right. I'm trying to do an hour and a half. So I didn't even spark the joint. Oh my God.
Yeah, you dropped the one and then you're like, fuck it.
I dropped the ball. That's what happened. Okay, here we go. So let's start talking. All right. Today's going to be a little different. I'm going to go straight stories till this is over. Okay. Today's a different day. I'm going to light this joint up. For everybody driving, I'm just lighting a joint. Oh, I'm so burnt, Marty. I just went like this. Again.
God damn. We got to make a logo out of that. You fucking...
I put the joint in my ear before when I was picking my phone. Have you ever done that? No. I've gone like that. Fucking idiot. I've done that many times. The one time I got really high at work when I worked at McDonald's, I closed the burger and I threw it on the grill and closed it. And then I threw the fucking frozen patty into done hamburgers like a dumbass. Didn't realize for 5 minutes. I went back and shit's on fire. Fucking idiot. Dumb. But yeah, stuff happens. I don't know how or why, but when I lit this up and I smelled the smoke come off, I just smelled pure cocaine.
I don't know why, unless you put some cocaine in there.
No, I didn't.
Somebody's trying to get you in that wrap.
Dripping. Oh, could you imagine lacing the papers?
Gotcha.
That's actually kind of amazing. It would be awesome in another life.
I remember one time we got some weed from this dude and my boy was breaking it down. And he's like, he said it so casually. We got to kill this motherfucker. I'm like, what? He's like, lace the fucking weed. And he started like pulling the weed apart. And I don't know if it was like lint or what the fuck was in the weed.
What did he lace it with?
He didn't lace it with anything. It was like just some fucking matter. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Mold.
It was, we
mold.
pulled it off the weed. We determined
spider
it
mites.
wasn't.
It was cobwebs.
Some shit, yeah.
Spider webs, yeah. That's happened. I've gotten nugs like that where I'm like, oh, bro, I'm never buying weed from this guy again.
Fuck yeah, I've never seen some shit like that before.
Oh, I've seen some rot.
You were telling me about that. People get lung infections and shit from that.
I got one.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so picky now. All right, here we go. Let's start off. I'm avoiding, but we're good at. So today is August 3rd, 2021. If you guys are my fans from a long time ago, you've watched Storytime. We're in season 3 of Storytime, right? And the person that comes up more than anybody on the planet in my story times, obviously, is my Uncle John. You guys already know that. My Uncle John was the shit. Super fucking cool. He's only 10 years older than I am. So when I say uncle, he's my blood aunt. It's her husband. So, he comes in the family. He's not related to anybody. We're like 10, 11, me and my sister. It's my Uncle John. Like, he's cool. My Uncle John's cool. He's fucking hilarious. I'll tell you, the first time I met him, I went to the Gold's Gym. I went to GB3, and my aunt introduced me to some guy. She wasn't dating him. But I remember I looked at him, I'm like, your chops look like Sabretooth. Because he had like these big chops, just like Sabretooth from X-Men. He goes, does look like Sabretooth. I liked him right away. That was it. All right, they started dating, got married. The rest is history, right? So that's my uncle, 10 or 11, right? So you guys heard him in story time all the fucking time because when I got older, we started doing some drugs, all right? That was my friend. That was like my older brother. And it's August 3rd, and exactly a year ago he passed away. And he passed away very young. He was only 41. So yeah, today's a year. Weird. Today's a year. It doesn't feel like a year at all in any way, shape, or form. I still almost text his ass all the time. And then I remember he's not here anymore. So today's going to be diving into Uncle John shit. All right. It's going to be really cool. And before I start, you guys already know the story times. All right. That was my partner. Like, that was my homie that we got fucked up. I ditch. He picks me up. We get fucked up. He drops me off at 6th period. I pretend that I was at school all day. Do it all over again. All right. So he was like my older brother, man. He bought me all my shit. Like, John, can you give me a beer? Oh, cool. Here's money. Thanks. And if I was going with my homies, he was just that guy. He always helped me out. I got him hooked on coke, which was the funniest thing ever. I was a fucking 16 years old. This grown man. I got him hooked on coke. It wasn't funny, but it was funny. All right. So before we start, I feel it's only right, guys. This is what we used to drink. We used to drink Mickey's 40s, but apparently Burbank doesn't sell 40s or something. So I only got grenades. I don't drink beer anymore. I haven't drank beer since the last time I chilled with my Uncle John. I don't drink beer at all. So I'm going to crack it. Mickey's 40 from Uncle John. Everybody out there, smoke one, pour it up. Yeah. Shout out to John. And a little bit out. There you go. Try not to be sad. Sorry. Yeah, I haven't drank a Mickey's in years. Well, I drank a Mickey's the day he died. I went and bought one immediately.
I stole my dad's last little bit of his stash when he died.
It's fucking awesome. Oh. This just brought me back to the shed. Doing coke in the shed, drinking beer because it's hot outside. Doing the coke in the shed with no air and no light by candlelight.
Oh, God.
On a CD or a DVD.
I don't even know what to compare that to.
It's fun time. Sorry, I know this is slow. Sorry for everybody driving. Here we go. I drink a little bit of this. Fucking Mickey's.
I've never even heard of that before.
Mickey's.
Mm-hmm. Seems like some Irish shit I should know about. Yeah.
That's the shit. I haven't drank it, like I said, since the day he died, and before that, since high school. So, as I said before, I'm going to keep it right here. My Uncle John passed away exactly a year ago. The reason I'm bringing it up, guys, is I haven't talked about it at all. I don't know. I don't know when I was going to talk about it, all right? So, today's the day I decided, you know what? Fuck it. It's been a year. Let's talk about his ass. Because I talked about him before, but not after. So, here we go. He was I have fans, I have support. My mom texts me and shit. I get that. I understand. But the second my videos were over, man, guys, the second my videos were over, my Uncle John was texting me, like, yo, that was a good one today. Because he's in Merced, just chilling. I moved away. I was really one of the only people he chilled with. It was my uncle. When I left, I even told Rose, like, we got to find somebody for John to chill with. Because I don't want him just sitting here by himself, just bored. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't talk to a lot of people. So I knew when I left, I moved away. Like, it's one person I got to come back. I got him. When I left, the person I used to get weed from, I had him start hooking him up. And then I would help him out with other things. So he would hook my uncle up with, like, cheap weed. Like, weed cheaper than normal. Just to help out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not there smoking weed with them. We used to play Madden all the fucking time. Come over, smoke bowls. You guys have that friend. And my friend just happened to be married to my aunt. That's it. It was my friend. In Merced, it was the person I chill with the most. It's weird to say that, actually. But, yeah. He was the person I chill with the most, all right? And it was fun. It was a lot of fun, man. And I'm going to take you through a story of my uncle. My uncle's name was John Strange. I know it's a weird last name, but yes, the actual word Strange is my uncle. So, let's talk, guys. Here we go. I know it's a long intro, but I met him. I told you at the gym. All the stuff, hanging out. I remember when he proposed to my aunt. I'm right there. Like, I remember everything. I remember the day he told us that they're gonna have a baby. My little cousin Memphis was born. My second day of high school, my uncle went and signed me out of school. I remember he had fucking boots on, bald head, the fucking trash Joe Deere comes in all white trash. You like that? He had that like beard lineup. He rocked a Limp Bizkit red hat, a Fred Durst. It was Limp Bizkit, LB. It was a real Limp Bizkit hat. He wore it so much. But I owe a lot to that motherfucker because 99% of the movies you guys hear me talk about, he showed me. Like, my mom showed me a lot, but he showed me almost every one of my favorite movies. All of them. Every one of them. I can't think of somebody that's shown me more shit my whole life. Like, any movie you name, like, wait, that's John. Like, oh, all Evil Deads, I was a kid, that's John. All the Boondock Saints, everything, all the old 70s blaxploitation movies. My Uncle John was a white dude, bald head. the biggest fan of 70s black cop and or ninja movies. Blaxploitation shit, you know, that genre.
Yeah.
He had all of the DVDs. Every fucking one of them. And every time I go in, you want to watch JD's Revenge again? Like, no, I don't want to watch it again, John. It's the 60th fucking time you've played it. All right, put it on. You know what I mean? Like Once We're Warriors, Bronson. He showed me all the Romper Stomper, all the abstract like shit that I wouldn't have saw without somebody that was in. Andre Nicotina, he's the first person to ever show me Andre Nicotina. Looney Coleon, the Loonies. He's the first person to show me all that music, right? So all my favorite shit came from him, which is odd to think about. I never really thought about it until like I'm starting to say this shit. Like, no.
You would have different favorite shit.
100%. I would listen to the radio when I was a kid. I would have had a different life, for sure. If I didn't go to school or go get fucked up with my Uncle John. And going and get fucked up is where I got all these stories from. And where I got all this path of like, I'm just going to sell packs. Like, nah, I don't really like school. I'm signed out anyway. He signed me out. Like, I'd have a different life. I'd have a way different life. And I wouldn't say better. Maybe I'd be like at some company, but I don't want to be at no company. I'm at a company.
Yeah.
Anyway, when I got a little older, guys, I remember the first time he smoked weed with me. The very first time he was like, my sister, you guys know, she's a fucking dick. And her and my uncle were fucking close. But I'm the little piece of shit little brother my sister doesn't like. But I'm the one that's like a nice person. My uncle knows that. He's like, Thomas is fine. You just don't like him. He's really nice. My uncle probably shouldn't have been smoking weed with me. I was 21. He was 21. I was 14. No. He was 23. I was 13 when I first smoked a bolt. Yeah, I was in the 9th grade. And first person I ever smoked salvia with. Damn, this fucking bug. Get out of here. First person I ever smoked salvia with was him. He's the one that saved my ass. My sister was trying to stab me to death. Remember when she broke my PlayStation? Uncle John lived next door. This fly, it's attracted to the Mickeys I poured out. Fuck you. Get out of here. Fuck. Sorry, this episode's starting to get all sidetracked. Anyway, about 14, I started hanging out with him. 13, I started hanging out with him on a not, family level. You know what I mean? Like, all right, grandma wants to do this. He's the first person to show me Grand Theft Auto. And Grand Theft Auto came part 3, and he goes, press circle. I did it. So I press that, and I punched somebody in the face, and I have been hooked ever since. I was walking down the side street right by the pier or the ocean part right there in GTA 3. Or it was the ocean. I can't remember. I remember where it's at. I know what it looks like, but I can't remember the ocean. It's fucking irrelevant. Anyway, I punched somebody in the face, went, no way. This is a video game? And I've been hooked. Remember Vice City came out. He walked up. He had a copy. He goes, I got it. And I go, oh, damn, I really want to play it. And he goes, don't worry. It's yours. I got a Vice City copy he gave me. I'm like, no fucking way. And Michael Jackson, Billie Jean was playing. I was on the motorcycle. I remember the whole day. Me and him played it for 5 days straight. And he was cool, man. He was cool. And when I got a little older, I started smoking weed. He was like, wait, you smoke weed? So now because he doesn't talk to people. He doesn't have homies. My Uncle John is the funniest guy ever, if you know him. And if you know him, he's super cool. But if you don't know him, he's not going to talk to you. He will not talk. He's an introvert. But when he went to the army, he broke out of that. So when he came back, he was like more talkative, not just to us. So it got cooler. And that's when he moved back, I just started dating Rosie. Like right when he got back, dudes. So anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Here we go. So I started smoking weed with my Uncle John, and you've heard the crack stories. And if you haven't, accidentally. He loved putting coke on top of weed. He loved it, and I hated it. And one time, he accidentally got some crack in his coke, and we smoked it, and it was disgusting, and I fucking hate it. We talked about it on the Fabian Alomar episode. Fucking hate crack. Anyway, I actually smoked crack with Uncle John, and in the first story times, I said family friend. I never said his name because I didn't want him to be like, yo, dude, what are you doing? Don't talk about that. I was stealing shit from your aunt so I could sell it. We can go get high. You didn't know that. He was taking all the DVDs they had bought over the years and just selling a couple every day, and we'd get sacks. I didn't know that because he used to say, magic wallet. Because he'd be like, I don't have any money for any drugs today. I go, I got like $20. We can go get weed. We go get weed. And then halfway through, you go, don't worry about it. Boom. And he'd open his wallet with hella money in it. And I go, John, you said you had no money. He goes, magic wallet. He used to call it magic wallet. I don't know how he was getting money. And I found out he was selling all his shit. Because he was like, I don't have a job. Fuck it. Because he always worked at Richwood Meats. It's a place in Merced. But his best friend, the only friend he ever chilled with, him and Jimmy. There's a guy named Chris. And he died, dude, at their work. In the grinder. Bro. And Chris was short. Someone threw his ass in.
Damn.
Someone threw his ass in. The cameras were down. Someone threw him in the fucking meat grinder. Yeah, bro. It was real. I remember the day it happened. I smoked weed with Chris. Chris was cool. It's like, oh man, this is the first time I ever choked out off of a little bong. Snot came out. He's like, oh, you'll grow into it one day. And John's laughing at me. I'm like, yo, I'm hanging out with the guys. You know, like they're barely getting 14. Like, fuck yeah. And then Chris fucking died. March 23rd, I remember. And John stopped. He never went back to work because he's like, no, hell. That's his best fucking homie. He had to see him come out and shit.
Stop.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
You went through the grinder?
It wasn't the grinder. It was the thing that breaks everything down.
Oh,
so it's like it's like in a track. So when he came out, it was like a cartoon. Like he got squeezed out. It was fucked up, bro.
And they didn't find out who did that shit?
I don't want to go too much into it.
Okay.
But someone killed him. And I'll always say that. I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. Someone killed his ass because he was shorter than I was. And I was 14. He's 6 foot tall fucking clearance. And he fell in. Bullshit. Dude, he's short as fuck. Anyway, my Uncle John is one of his only friends he ever chill with. So I don't even know how I got onto that story. But anyway, I chill with him. He didn't hang out with anybody. So when I got to like 14, 15, his homie had already gone. So when he was like, oh, I got someone to smoke weed with. And like, all right. Because before, like, smoked weed here and there with me. He wouldn't really smoke weed with me because my sister would always talk shit. Like, why are you smoking with him? He's fucking younger. What are you doing? Like, bitch, you're a year and a half older than me. Stop talking. Anyway, it became a regular thing where me and John would smoke weed. I know my mom would be at work. I remember we lived next door. We touched walls. Our walls connected in the apartment. We were neighbors. And our patios are right in front of each other. So I would leave my door open and I'd walk to his door real quick, 5 feet. Walk back to my house in case my mom came out, and he'd hold it and light it for me. And I'd walk back and just in case my mom came outside for some random moment. And then one time my mom was at work. You guys heard this on story time. I'm going to tell it again. The popcorn trick is from my Uncle John. One time we were just smoking bowls out of his purple plastic bong, ripping. I've never boxed a house. I never smoked in my house ever in my life. I knew my mom was going to be gone for like 8 more hours. She was working a double shift or some bullshit. She called me and let me know. So I'm like, John, she's going to be gone for fucking hours. He goes, dude, what if you smoke on the couch? I go, on the couch? Oh my God. I've never smoked weed in the house before. And well, I have, but not like openly. We're fine. We're chilling. There's a TV. Turn it on. Let's smoke weed. Never done that. 40 minutes later, my mom called me and said, never mind, I'm coming home and cancel the shift. And I go, oh, okay. And I looked at him and he goes, no, you're fucking lying. I remember his face dropped, grown man. Because my mom and him hated each other when I was growing up because she knew that he was fucking doing drugs with us. You know? But they loved each other after, but not during like those 5 years. And he goes, Thomas, I'm going to leave. I don't know what to do. I go, John, do not fucking leave me like this, bro. Don't leave me. He goes, Thomas, there's no way to get this fucking smell. I go, I know, dude. What do I do? My mom, is at the time I'd never been caught with anything. I was in the 9th grade. And he goes, burn a bag of popcorn. Put it on for 5 minutes. Let it catch on fire and it'll smell like popcorn. I go, John, you're a fucking genius. No. I said, what if we burn popcorn? He goes, yes. But that's right. I'm like, what if we burn popcorn? It'll smell like popcorn. He goes, yeah, but burn the popcorn. That's what happened. I went, you're a fucking genius. And I got my BMX and I put it in the middle of the fucking living room on its side. And then I grabbed the flaming bag and put it on my spokes so it wouldn't burn the house. But I could leave it smoking. I ruined the microwave, guys. It caught on fire and left flames like flame burn marks. And it was all burned yellow For some of you out there, some of you guys are going like this. My microwave's burned yellow too. Is it from popcorn? It's from popcorn. It's from leaving it in too long, right? It stains the white. Anyway, John and me are like doing a fucking rain dance from happiness. Like, oh, like fucking, yeah, it's working. Because it stunk so violent, like burned popcorn.
It masked out all the clouds of weed.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Dude, right now, you know how many, I did that on a How to Hide the Smell on a video. And I had hella people like, yo, I did it and it worked. My mom came home with 10 minutes and it worked. Because my mom walked in and went, are you fucking kidding me? You're burning popcorn. I'm like, Mom, I'm sorry. I thought I clicked the popcorn button. She goes, Thomas, fuck. And it's so distracting. You're so irritated at your kid for being stupid that you go, I'm sorry. And they go, oh, I don't even notice the weeds. You know what I mean? And it worked. And it worked. And it worked, dude. So that's my Uncle John. We smoked weed in the house right there. We did salvia right there. And then on to the next part. So we move out of that area. When my aunt and him started dating, they were living with us. Me and my mom, my sister, they were living with us, and my stepdad, the prison fuck. They were living with us, and it was fucking cool. It was like this new dude, and you know what I mean? Like this guy, he was hella cool. He liked cool movies. My aunt's dating him. It was cool, right? And then we moved to that spot. I started doing drugs with his ass. So then let's go 15, 16. Wow, I love this. I love going through this. Okay, here we go.
That's awesome.
15, 16 years old.
These are like some of your best friends in life at this age. Like,
oh, yeah.
When you're doing this type of shit, especially if he's like your family, I could totally see.
Not even that. After school was over, all we had to do was do it whenever we wanted to. Like, oh, you want to get fucked up? Yep. Let's get fucked up then. And it was awesome. I was like, all right, I'll get into that. 15, 16, I'm doing all my stuff from story time. You guys already know I'm starting selling weed. He's like, you're selling weed? Oh, shit. I started selling a little bit of weed to him, and he didn't like it. He was getting weed from John. Remember John from my dealers? His connect was my Uncle John's connect. So in 5 years, I would not know that I would be buying packs directly off the guy I was smoking weed from as a little kid. I didn't put that together until I met him. Go, wait, you know my Uncle John. He goes, oh, yeah. I won't say the other guy's name, he's a piece of shit. But the other guy's name was the connect, too. It was just, what a small world. My Uncle John used to work at Papa John's. I forgot to say that. So in sixth grade, he was the guy that dropped all the pizza to the school. So, like, every day, because they would sell pizzas at lunchtime. So every day my Uncle John was there. I'm like, yeah, it's my fucking uncle. You know, in school you see somebody you know, you're like, yeah, the pizza guy, that's my fucking uncle. And it was just cool, man. It was cool. And he started working. He was still working at another pizza place. It was Papa John's before it turned into Pizza Guys. But it was Papa John's, and he used to trade pizzas for weed. So he used to called them 80 sacks. What they were quarters of weed. He used to get a quarter of weed for like 4 pizzas, and he would give it to his connect every Friday, and he would just get weed. And that's what we would smoke I was 15, 16. I was smoking bowls, smoking bowls with him. We were getting shit-faced, and then I started doing coke. And when I started doing coke, he got upset with me. It wasn't that he was upset. He was just like, his thing was, oh, you'll never see me put a powder in my nose. And I go, John, then don't.
He was putting it on the weed, though, right?
That was after I introduced him to cocaine. Sorry, I got chronologically fucked. That's why I had to back it up. Sorry, I'm just thinking about this fool and I'm not going in order, but I'm in order now. So 15, 16, started doing coke.
Had you been hiding it from him first?
No. I just didn't like, yo, by the way, I have coke, because I didn't. If you guys watch the story times, the first time I ever sacked by myself, I went to my grandma's and all that crazy shit happened where I fucking started bleeding out my face. I'm pretty sure I had a stroke. Now that everybody tells me that, probably had a little stroke, but I just thought my whole body clenched and I couldn't feel one side of my face. And now I have a deviated septum, but we'll keep going. Thomas, you're too fucking young to be doing lines. He used to say that. Stop doing fucking lines. I go, John, you just don't know yet. And I always tell my John, you of all people would love the fuck out of this shit. He goes, Thomas, you're never going to find me putting a powder in my nose. He used to say it all the time as he smoked a bowl. My uncle was very cool, man. He's cool as fuck. I cannot believe I'm talking about past tense right now. It's so weird still. Oh my God. And one day One day we're in the shed. Just drinking, smoking weed. My uncle didn't like to let my Aunt Pepper know that he was smoking weed with me because I was younger. So he would hide it. That's why we were always in the shed. I was just chilling with him. She knew what the fuck was going on. She's not dumb. But he would like try to hide it. So we were always in the shed. And I remember one time I had this sack of Coke. I'm like, John, I'm going to do some lines. If you want to do one, you let me know. That's it. Because it's like, I've explained it before. I've explained it this way, and I explain it like this because it's how I felt. Do you remember Mrs. Doubtfire when his brother, when Robin Williams goes to his gay brother's house, he goes, can you make me a woman?
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm so happy.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when he goes, I'll do a line. I went, no way. Like I was so happy just chopping up lines like fucking, yeah. On the brown stool with the soft top. We put a fucking case on it. Chop up. Quiet. Pepper's outside. Your aunt's out there. Like, fuck. Okay, shut up. And then it would by candlelight because I remember the fucking click. The electricity things broke one day and we just started doing it by candlelight. Dude, we were just fiends. Just Blair Witch Project.
Oh, God.
Sweating. Going, okay, hold on. Let me wipe all the sweat off. Hit a line. It's the summer. Drinking this.
Oh, God.
And Miller High Life.
130 degrees out in Merced, I'd imagine.
In a shed. In the day sometimes was the worst, but at night, sweating and can't see. Mm-hmm. I didn't have a smartphone. There's no flashlight on your phone. 16 years old. There's no fucking flashlight on my damn... What was it?
Might as well have been.
Koi? Was it? I don't remember what it was.
300 years ago.
It might as well have been, dude. And there's no flashlight. There was an app, but I wasn't about to bust the app out. I didn't even know about apps. Uh-huh. Fuck off. Anyway, we're doing fucking hell. I mean, it's the first time I chop his lineup, right? And I fucking missed this fool. Fuck. I remember. Fuck. I remember he does it. He goes like that. Goes, oh, and I heard the noise. He went, oh, and I went, shut the fuck up. And I go, so? He goes, okay, I understand now. I get it. Okay, I get it now. And I go, John, I've been trying to tell your ass, it's better than anything you've ever done in your life. Goes, Thomas, I didn't know. And he's like, I didn't know. You know when like someone's like, I didn't know your dad was beating your ass. You should have told me all those years. I didn't know. That's how him like, I didn't know what I was missing out on. He didn't get it. He didn't fucking get it. And I remember his face. Oh, he did a line. I go, oh, that's it. Oh no, what did I do? I could see Coke Monster start. I used to call him, you fucking Coke Monster. I used to say it all the time because the way I do Coke is like the way I smoke weed and drink, like in mass amounts. I'll do a gram line. Just fucking do it. Just see if I can. And he's the same way. But he specifically started going to Jack in the Box because their straws were whiter. He's a monster. He would go get a drink and go, can I get a lot of straws? And then we chop them in thirds. And that was our lines. So we didn't want to do the money because it's dirty. So we're like, those Jack in the Box straws are wide as fuck. I mean, dude, we were.
Was it off to the races from that first time you like?
Yeah.
Did you have to like swindle him in it, or he was just?
No, I was like, if you want to try it, because I told him that 38 times.
Yeah.
And 38 sessions of smoking weed we did, and he goes, "No, I'm good. Thomas, you're too fucking young to be doing that shit. You always say that you're too fucking young to be doing lines." I go, "Johnny, just don't know." Like I said.
Yeah.
And then he did it. We did the whole sag. And he goes, "Oh my god, okay, I get it." And then I'm pretty sure it was the next day we went and got a sack together for my friend Brandon that lived 3 blocks away from his house. Not good.
Yeah.
The Coke dealer I knew was 3 blocks on his same street, 3 blocks down, 3 houses in. My uncle would walk I'm walking the dogs. Tell my aunt, go get a sack. Do the whole fucking sack on the way home and shit.
Oh, God.
He was a Coke monster. And I remember the dad showed him, no, put some on your gums. Yeah, what did this turn into? Like, put some on your
tutorial.
put some on your gums. He goes, I can't feel my lips. I go, John, I know. He's like, but I like it. I go, I know. Now drink some beer. I'm like teaching this full grown man, like, no, what you want to do is drink the beer after the Coke goes away. You know, like, I'm trying to explain to us. Oh my God, dude, drinking this is so fucking weird. Okay, so here we go. Here comes the Coke binges, guys. So we started doing a lot of Coke together. I'm going to tell one story because I love it. He lived on 24th Street, and he was moving out of his house. You guys have seen Cheech and Chong. You've seen the Ajax. Oh, I don't know if that's Ajax. And the girl snorts it all. We've all seen that. We've seen it. Cult classic. Shit like that happens for real. Shit happens in real life, and maybe that's why it's in movies. When I talk to Chong, he goes, all my scenes are from life experiences. He talks about that party. And the first time I met him, Chong told me about that party and how he got the scene for the party. Because he met some chick. He's like, she must have been 300 pounds. And says, do you want one of these Snickers? They're really good. And then he's like, whoa, that's in the character in my movie. And then that's how it happened. So this is a character. This is a scene in my movie. And one day it'll happen. All right. One time, me and my Uncle John, all right, he's moving out of his 24th Street house. My little cousin Memphis is maybe 2 or 3. He's going hard on Shark Boy and Lava Girl. He's fine. He's in eye distance. We take one step out the back door. I wait in the house to make sure the baby's okay. And I just, yeah, you good? All right, cool. Switch. And then I do a line off the washer and dryer. That's right outside. Then we switch. And he does a line off the washer. Yeah. The routine. We never leave him by himself because if something happens to him, we were doing drugs, we'd never be able to live with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Even though we probably shouldn't be doing drugs with a baby. But he was fine. He was fine. Anyway, he's tall. He's fine. He's moving. So he's like, yo, Thomas, help me like pack my house. I'm like, yeah, of course I'll help you. He's like, cool. Because I got pizza and I got Coke, weed, and beer. I go, get the fuck out of here. Like many times he would come through with the magic wallet. I didn't find out until years later what Magic Wallet was. So we're sitting there, we're cleaning, we're getting all of like, you know, pots and pans and the 9 tops to Tupperware that you have no bottoms to, that everyone has in their fucking house for some reason. Yeah, you find all those extra lids for colors you'd never bought. Yep. My house right now, I just found them the other day. Anyway, we're cleaning all that shit out. The stuff you have to go, ow, my back, and get in the cabinets underneath your sink and shit. That's the cabinets we're cleaning out. So we're doing the kitchen. We have this big plastic tub, and I'm putting all of his cleaning supplies in one bucket. So when we get to the new house, you know what I mean? Keep your shit together. I used to work for a moving company. I know what I'm doing. And I'm trying to help him organize. That's why he's like, yo, help me out. So he's got an 8-ball. And if you don't know what that means, it's an eighth. He has an eighth of Coke, 3.5 grams. You got about $120. No, sorry, it was 90. You got about $90. Ready? So we're cleaning everything out. I put all the cleaning supplies in one box, like I said. He has the whole sack, and I'm like, yo, that is the prettiest thing I've ever seen is one big rock. Let's get it. And he crushes it down. He crushes the rock down because, like, why have a big rock? And then he starts putting some out. We do one monster fucking line. And we're honest, for everybody at home, you have to imagine this if you're not watching YouTube. Here's the countertop. Floor is down there. Here's the sink. So I'm looking at the sink. To the left of the sink is a countertop, just like most people on earth. He puts his shirt down. It's hot. He puts his shirt down. He's wearing a fucking tank top. He puts his shirt down, chopping up lines or whatever. Puts the sack of Coke on top of the shirt. Normal. Fine. Who cares? But I go, John, you were going to grab your shirt, forget the sacks on there. It's going to go into the sky. Don't fucking do that. Come on, man. Final Destination shit. See it first, okay? Like, that's how I see everything. I'm like, yo, you're going to lose your drugs. Devin Sawa. Like, Final Destination, all right? And I go, John, don't do it. He goes, Thomas, it's fine. I go, John, just fucking listen to me, bro. Just put it 8 inches to the left. That's what she said. I was like, just put it to the left, man. Just don't put it on the shirt. You're going to move the shirt. You're going to knock your sack over. It was a tied up sack. It's not like he tied it back up. It's a Coke sack. And it's not in a square zip bag. It's in the ones you make and tie. So it was frayed open. Because the knot was on the side. You know, you rip the knot. Mm-hmm. I'm being very descriptive because I need you to see it. And we're doing that monster line. Cleaning everything. And I don't know why. I don't know how we both heard the sound at the same time. But I'm taking stuff out and all I hear is like, is that sand? The fuck is that? And I go, I look over and his whole sack of Coke is like on the edge, on the shirt, because the shirt's bulky. So it's got room to tip. If it was on a flat surface, it wouldn't have tipped. And it just went like that. And it was just pouring on his shirt. And all of it was pouring right out, like off the counter. I look down. I'm like, oh my God, thank God it's going into a box. At least we can. There's rocks in there still. He just broke up the big rocks. So there's rocks and like a lot, mostly powder, but there's rocks in it. Yo, this podcast is ridiculous. This is a crazy podcast. Oh my God. Sorry for everyone that just walked in on their fucking children listening to this shit, or some professor. What are you listening to? And this Coke rock, right? It was on the ground. And then, so back to the story. I go, oh my God, thank God it's in a box. And I stop it. I stop whatever's left. Like, oh, maybe 0.3 left. Like in the remnants.
Uh-huh.
And I look down. I go, thank God it's in a box. I pick up the box and go, John, there's no fucking way. You look at this too. I'm not lying. He goes, what? What? I can see his face like, what happened? I go, John, Cheech and Chong. He goes, what do you mean? I go, look, every bit of Coke fell into the box, which is totally great. Good news for us. What was in that box? Cleaning stuff. What do most people have? Fucking Ajax. Ajax bottles spilled over everywhere, right? At the bottom of the box. What's Coke? What's Ajax? Bro, it's a movie. This is a fucking movie. Yeah. And I looked at John and go, no one would ever fucking believe this. You know, they goes, Thomas, we can pull out those rocks. I go, John, I ain't doing it, dude. I was like, I can tell what's Coke and what's not, but you just lost like 3.3. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. But you can see the rocks, what they were. But what if that's just Ajax rock that got wet and you snort Ajax? And it's no matter what, you can't clean off a Coke rock. It's made of Coke rock. It will disappear when you wipe it. Like, that's called breaking it down. You can't get the Ajax off. You can't. It's fine. Snort it. No. And he was willing. He busted out one of the rocks and snorted the shit. I went, no. He goes, oh, no. It smells like Ajax. I go, yeah, John. Maybe you shouldn't do it. That was probably fucking Ajax. It was covered in Ajax. Movie scene. And I go, John, what did I tell you was going to happen, man? He goes, Thomas, I don't even want to talk about it right now. And I go, John, we got to talk about it right now. You should have listened to me, dude. Because I know, what are the fuck? And we were looking at each other like, this is a good sign. We need to stop doing drugs. We didn't stop doing drugs, but we're like, maybe we should stop doing drugs if the whole fucking day is gone because of what just happened. And I was so excited when I saw it fall into the box because I looked down. This is all happening in seconds. I'm moving stuff and I hear tss, and we both go, what the fuck? Because we thought, like, what is Memphis doing? Is he letting the air out of something? What is that? Is the water leaking? What the fuck is that? Nah, bro, that's rocks hitting. And the fact that we both heard at the same time was the best part. But yeah, that's how he's lost the sack of Coke. All right, and I will always tell that shit. So after every story time, John would text me right away like, yo, I remember that day, man. Because I never tell him what we're talking about. But yo, any new videos coming out, man? I'm like, yeah, man. I'm not going to tell you what story it is, but this one's about me and you. And he loved that shit. He's like, yo, it's so fun listening to the shit we did. I go, I know, dude. Because when I moved, it was weird. He'd be texting me. When I moved, he was like, he would text me Madden. Because when I lived in Merced, Madden, ? Go, yeah, let's do it. Come over, we get high. But when I moved, it was like an ongoing joke, like Madden. I'm like, yeah, John, get online because I can't, bitch. Fuck you. You know I don't live there. It was just an ongoing joke we had. Yeah. So he would text me that shit periodically, all like every couple weeks, like Madden. I'm like, John, I'm in LA, bro. But anyway, that's the era that we were in, just playing video games and doing stupid shit. So that's 15, 16. Then we accidentally smoked crack together. And then at 17, I had just turned 17 in the senior year. Yeah, in senior year, I turned 17. I was on the Cat Bet bus, the bus I talked about in Storytime where I popped fucking ecstasy and went to go teach kids soccer. That's the bus. So my last period of the day was Cat Bet, and Cat Bet's where do you remember being at school and the older high school kids would come teach you dodgeball and teach you football? Did you have that?
Nah.
Over here, it's a class. It's an elective. You go to each class goes to a different elementary school and teaches them PE at the last day. So you have all the older kids like, yo, we're going to play kickball. And like everybody's hyped because, they're older kids. Like, yo, what's high school like, Billy? Yeah, what's high school like, Billy? Like shit like that. And I love Billy Madison, so I would do that. So what's high school like, man? I would ask that question. Yeah. And when I got older, I'm going to be in that class one day. And when I did, I'm like, yeah, cat bet, give me cat bet. Because fuck yeah, I'm going to go fucking have fun with these kids. It's going to be sick. Anyway, that's the one I took ecstasy and I was touching the grass and shit like an idiot. Bro, I was tripping balls in the heat, about to fucking OD from the heat exhaustion and dumb shit. Because I took ecstasy pills and I was trying to ditch, but when I tried to ditch, the fucking security officer was right fucking there. The only other way was to my bus. And what am I going to do? It's like checkpoint. Mm-hmm. Oh, you turn around? Yeah. No. Yeah. Like, you're done. Uh-huh. That's where I was at checkpoint. No, I went too far. I'm going to cap in on ecstasy. So I remember I was on that bus. This is where everything changed, guys. I was on that bus. I was turning onto your mom and dad's street, Rosie, where they live now. I was turning onto the street. And I got a call from John. A text. He's like, call me. I'm like, what the fuck? Call me. He always just texts me because I'm in school. He knows that. And it says, call me. And he's like turning 27. He's like, call me. And I called him. What's up, man? He goes, all right, man, I'm going to tell you something. I go, oh, no, what happened? He goes, I just signed up for the Army. And I go, yeah, okay, bitch. So what's up? What do you want? Like, why are you calling me, man? You scared me. He goes, Thomas, I just left the recruiter's office. I just signed up for the Army. I go, John, we smoked bowls last night. You're not going to the fucking Army. We're going to smoke bowls. What are you talking about, man? He goes, Thomas, I don't have a job right now. I don't know what to do. Memphis is fucking 3. Like, what? I need to do something. And I go, John, did you really sign up for the fucking Army? He goes, Thomas, I have the paperwork in my fucking hand. I just signed up for 4 years. I go, no, you didn't. You're a fucking liar. Like, I didn't believe. I hung up. I was pissed. I'm like, nope. Going to class. And I called him after. I'm like, so John, what's going on? He goes, bro, I fucking signed up. I'm like, John, no, you didn't, dude. Tell me what the fuck. I was so fucking mad. Like, I didn't want to believe the shit. Mm-hmm. Like, no, you didn't. No, you fucking didn't, dude. Because he showed me the fucking Full Metal Jacket. He's the one that showed me Platoon. It's weird because he's the one that showed me all the dope movies. And we used to watch Full Metal Jacket. He goes, I'm never going to the Army. I'll be Pyle, just fat, never beating my ass. And he goes, yeah, John, don't ever go to the fucking Army, man. Because he was kind of like he wasn't fat, dude, but he was the fastest person for some fucking reason. Always wore flip-flops. He was lightning, fast as fuck. And I remember I come home, I see his ass. We're neighbors. And I go, yo. No, we're not neighbors anymore. I'm at my grandma and grandpa's. My grandma just passed away. So I'm with my grandpa. John and Pepper have I don't remember where they lived. But anyway, he was over there and I'm like, yo, so what the fuck's going on? He goes, Thomas, I signed up. I look at Pepper. She's like, he signed up. I'm like, no, there's no way. Can you stop it? I'm like, I was so fucking mad. You know what I mean? I was so mad. I'm like, yo, I'm about to get out of fucking high school, fool. I'm just about to graduate. I was just about to graduate from high school. I'm like, John, I'm going to go get a job. We can hang out now. Like, it's time, bitch. I don't have to ditch anymore. And you're leaving?
I was 27.
He's 10 years older than me. I was 16 turning 27. I was 16 turning 17. So he was like 26 turning 27. He's 10, almost 11 years older, I think. And I remember I was so fucking mad at him. Like, bro, what are you doing to me? Don't do this. You know what I mean? I was mad. Like, stop it. What are you doing, man? And motherfucker's deployed. He left. And I remember when he left, I was so fucking mad. I mean, I was still like, all right, man, you're going to, all right, you're going to do your thing. Okay, we're good. But I was just mad, like, bro, you chose that? Why didn't you do that in high school so by the time I got out, we could hang out? It was like one of my best homies. Mm-hmm. Like Anthony and Joe, of course them. But I'm not always Anthony and Joe. When I'm at home, when I'm with like me and John are like, yo, it's Christmas. Sneak outside. Let's go smoke a bowl right now. You guys know that feeling, that person from, you know that my sister's so mean to me. I never did that with her. So you guys have that person at holidays. You're like, oh, yo, you give the eye. Mm-hmm. That means let's go smoke a bowl outside right now. I got cologne. I got fucking everything. Don't worry. Let's walk around the building and we'll chill. That look, that's all those words. And you guys know that because you have those people. And that was my guy. So at, Christmas and this, and like we're always getting fucked up and sneaking off to do shit. It was fucking fun. Oh, we'll go get ice. Yo, Thomas, come with me to get ice. We're gonna smoke hella bowls there and back. Like, fuck yeah. Mm-hmm. And it was just, that was fun, man. That was the shit. So his fucking ass left. on good. We're good. You're my uncle. Go do your thing. Come back. How was it? He comes back after basic training, and we fucking got into it. Like, weirdly. He was talking different. I don't know how to put it. He was talking like a meathead. Like, he was saying shit that I was like, fuck you. What are you talking? Like, I don't know how to explain it, but he was saying things that made me like, ugh. And like his attitude was like different. And he didn't drink, he didn't smoke, nothing. And I'm smoking. I don't remember what it was. But we're in my fucking grandpa's living room on the flower couches from the Push Trees house. I took those couches my grandpa left. My grandpa passed away. I took his couches so I could keep them. All those ones in the first videos where I was sitting on that fucking rose couch. Sitting on that couch. TV's over here. My grandpa's over there on his chair. Pepper's there. Memphis is doing something. My Uncle John's right here. And I'm just about to, I had just graduated. Just got done with school. And then I moved out right after. But he came back. I'm all hyped. You know, his like after boot camp. It's been like 3 months. He's been gone. Like, oh yeah. He comes back all skinny and shit. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And it's cool. But I could tell like, what the fuck is off about? Like, your energy's fucked. And then I don't remember what we said. But I'm like, you know what? You're a fucking lame ass fool. Fuck you. Like, to his face, I was serious. I'm like, you're fucking lame. And he's sitting right here. He goes, yeah, I am fucking lame, huh? Like, he was going to hit me. I go, oh, yeah, huh? My Uncle John could knock. He doesn't look like an in-shape person. He had the weirdest. He's a lefty. He had the strongest. You know that punching machine? Mm-hmm. Bro, he would 900 somethings every time. Like, yo, you don't look in shape. You'll take my head off. That was the thing. He was just weirdly just very fucking strong. And I am looking at him like, punch me in the face, motherfucker. I was like mad, like, yeah, hit me. Fuck you. And I didn't say anything else. He looked at me like that. I looked at him. Didn't talk to him for 4 years.
Damn.
He moved away. I mean, he deployed to the fucking Iraq. He never called me during his shit. Didn't write, nothing. Done. Like, it was done. Like, we were like, fuck you.
How long from when he got back to when that happened was it?
Like, when he came back to visit, he was there for like 2 weeks.
Damn.
And then he deployed.
But
and
within
happened
that
like
2 weeks, like
2 days in.
Damn.
Days in, I would go, what's off about you, fool? Like, what's wrong? I don't remember what happened, but he said something. I'm like, you're fucking lame. Fuck you. I was pissed. He goes, I am fucking lame. And like, I could see it on his face. I'm like, hit me, fool. Fuck you. He didn't do shit. He just looked at me. I looked at him. We sat back. We did it all under our breath, too. Nobody else in the room right next to us could hear us. I was like, you know what? Fuck you, piece of shit. I was like mad. He said something super fucking whack to me, and it pissed me off. And I don't ever get mad, especially at somebody I like. Mm-hmm. And he left, bro. He left. They went to Hawaii, and while he deployed in Iraq, I didn't talk to him at all, not one fucking time. Nothing. Nothing. And I remember like, oh shit, he's done with his tour. It was just turned 17. I was 21, turning 22. Just started dating Rosie. Mm-hmm. And I was telling her like, well, my Uncle John, like, he's like my older brother, but we're on weird shit right now. Like, he's being a weird motherfucker. Like, I was telling her what happened before he left. And he came back regular John. He came back normal John. And I was so fucking happy. He came in. I went and picked him up. And the second I saw him, I go, oh, you're normal, John. Oh, fuck yeah. And he goes, I'm out of the army, man. Let's get fucked up. I go, oh, so you want to smoke weed now? He goes, yeah, I don't want to fucking do anything anymore. He got honorably discharged. He was jumping out of a helicopter in The Last Guy, and nobody can hear because it's a helicopter in the sky. You jumping out of the helicopter, the big helicopter with like the back thing that goes with all the soldiers in it. Yeah. And nobody could hear, but he was the last guy to jump out. It was on the ground. Like, they had parked. So everybody's like, jumping out, get out, let's go do our thing. And when he was leaving, his strap stayed strapped. So when he jumped out, it stuck to his arm and twisted his hand behind his head this way. Jesus. So it like ripped everything in his shoulder. And he was there for like 35 minutes. And they were like, yo, where's Strange at? Where the fuck's he at? And he was sitting there screaming his head off for somebody, and nobody could hear him because there's helicopters. They're doing like a training exercise. Jesus. So nobody could hear him. So he literally couldn't use his arm. He was in like a sling for months, but they gave him like fucking benefits for the rest of his life and shit because he was hanging there for like 45 minutes.
Damn.
He passed out. What happened? He passed out from shock because he was just sitting there all body weight hanging on his arm. I can't even lift my arm that way. But his wrist, he was like, my wrist was on here. I could feel my ear and I'm hanging by it like off a helicopter, just sitting there. And nobody could hear because of all the blades. Wild. So that's why he came home. Like he didn't re-up on his contract. He's like, I'm done, man. They pay me every motherfucking month, man. And I got my GI Bill. I'm like, oh, John, are you fucking serious? Like, yep. Like, I get paid forever. I'm like, all right, now I see why you went. Cool. And he's like, I didn't mean to hurt myself. Anyway, Dan's joint went out. Sorry, guys. I'll speed this up. Dan, it's a long one. Weird. It's so weird talking about this. And I picked him up. I'm like, so do you want to smoke weed? And when he left, remember, I was selling weed with Joe here and there, like getting zips. Excuse me. By 1920, I was selling 10 packs, 20 packs. I had a weed. And when it was us, he was getting 80 sacks. And he's working at a pizza place. He can buy zips. I can buy ounces. So a pound of weed, we both never saw. So when he came back, I go, so since you left, John, I've been selling a lot of weed. And he goes, oh, cool. And I go, no, it's different now. And I was like, yo, this is like the 30 pack here. And he goes, oh, what the fuck is going on? And I remember his face like, Thomas, sick. He's like, yeah. He was all about it. I go, that's the only change, man. And then I was like, also, I'm dating this girl. She's really cool, blah, 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 blah. And then I picked him up. He's like, all right, let's smoke. And the first night she ever met him is the day he got back. And he came to my house. And the first night Rosie ever met at the Push Tree's house. I remember Rosie introduced him. And I'm like, all right, hit the bong. And he hadn't smoked in 4 fucking years. And he hadn't drank really. He stopped drinking like 2 years before the army ended because he was getting too fucked up. He said in Iraq. He told me what happened. He was drinking bottles and shit, just chugging them because he's like, I'm just guarding oil fields with guns at kids. Like, bro, I can't do that. Like, he was all pissed. His job out there too was to drive high ranking American. And he used to drive him through the towns in Iraq. And his job was, you cannot stop. If someone gets in your way, you run him over. Like, you don't stop. I'm like, it's in a city? He goes, it's in a city, bro. Regular people living their lives, and I go in 130. Like, all right. He's like, but if we stop, we probably get killed. So the way he was explaining it was very stressful. Because I always said, I can't fall asleep in a car. My dad, my mom, my Uncle John. Only people I can fall asleep in a car when they drive. The only people I trust in my life. Fully. I'll tell you a little bit more about John's driving in a minute because I made fun of him forever. Here we go. He gets back. He hits the bong. The Hank Hill. Oh! He does that number, and he's drinking with me, and he has not drank or smoked. What happens when you mix drink and weed? Oh, you're in for it. He got so shit-faced in 30 minutes flat, Marty. Shit-faced. Not throwing up, just fucked up. And it's my uncle from when I was a kid. I could fuck with him. He's like, I know him so well. I could fuck with him, and he's not going to get mad at me and shit. So when he passed out, an hour in, done. He only hit the bong one fucking time. And then I rolled a blunt or a joint, and then he started smoking that with us, and then he was out. I duct taped his feet together. Like his ankle, by the ankle, I duct taped the shit out of it. So if he had to get up in the middle of the night, he would just fall while he had to go to the bathroom.
You're lucky he didn't wake up on some PTSD shit and fucking.
It's funny. Like, I'm not done.
He's a soldier.
I'm not done. My magic marker. All right. He just got back. All right. You just got back. You passed out. All right. Fuck you. I drew glasses on him. I drew like fucking all this stuff on his face. One time I drew a dick on his cheek, but I drew anklets on his ankles too because he always wore flip-flops no matter where he was at. Shorts and flip-flops, a Coca-Cola shirt or a fucking Sunkist shirt, fucking AC/DC shirt, the same shit. And he didn't have a car because he just got back because his car was shipping still, and he was staying with his sister till they got a house, and she lived like 2 miles away, and he gets up at 5 a.m. no matter what. So he was gone by the time I woke up because I was passing out like 3 or 4 drunk as shit, and he's getting up like, my fucking ankles. And I drew all over him. I woke up around 9 to check on him. My front door's unlocked, and there's just duct tape in balls everywhere, and he's gone. And then I asked my Aunt Pepper, and she goes, he didn't even know you drew all over me. He walked all the way through town at fucking 6 a.m. with his dick on his face and anklets. I drew anklets on his ankles. It's fucking hilarious. Day 1. Ready for day 2. There's like 7 days straight we did this. He came over trying to like chill, hang out. I'm like, yeah, John, we got weed, we got bongs. Because before it was like, let's get a sack. Oh shit, okay, let's conserve this bowl.
Yeah,
and now it's like, no. Let's smoke. Like it was different, you know? He used to supply me with weed. Now it's like, no, I got it, don't worry. So we're getting fucked up. I am just duct taping him shut. He passed out again, like a couple. He lasted like an hour, an extra hour today. And I duct taped his wrists and his feet together. I drew all over him again. I taped his fisherman hat to his head, like I wrapped around. It was funny. And I did that for about 5 days straight. I drew all over him. I don't know where they are, Rosie, but I have pictures of it. I had pictures of him like that. I drew his eyes open on his eyelids. He was asleep. It was really funny, man. So I did that to him, and about day 7, he got his tolerance back.
Yeah.
And then that was it, man. That was it. He was back. My Uncle John was back. All right.
Did you ever address the falling out, or you didn't have to?
We didn't even talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't even think about it. We never even talked about it. I'm only 1 joint deep. I'm talking about this. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the mid-roll ad read. Like I said before, thank you so much for supporting the brands that support us. If you watched a few episodes ago, guys, you would have saw us introduce On It. This is one of our new sponsors, and if you've been watching podcasts for a long time, you already know this is one of the biggest podcast sponsorships. So basically, if you're working out, you're doing the supplements, you're doing all that stuff, they have every single thing you could possibly imagine on their website. It's onnit.com, ONNIT.com/YOLA, or the code YOLA. That's 10% off of anything on their website, except for the weights. But that's the gear, the clothes, the supplements, the vitamins, everything else besides the weights, that's 10% off. So like I said, if you listen to podcasts, you've seen this on the Joe Rogan show for years. He's part owner of this. So that's why you see the gear having a lot of DMT influence and the monkeys and the apes. It's actually pretty fucking cool. They have something called Alpha Brain. That's something I'm actually using. As you can see, it's not on the table because I took it home and I'm going to try it out for a week. I'm going to see how it really affects me. If it really helps, this is actually just fucking empty box because that is in my house right now. All of it is top quality ingredients. This is not just the stuff you buy, horny goat pill, you know what I mean, at 7-Eleven with all the energy shit. It's not like that, guys. They have vegan options. They have non-vegan options. They have something for every single person out there. And yes, guys, I'm still keeping up on it. I've been hitting the weights. I've been doing everything. I've been trying. This is the whole life change I'm trying to do, guys. I'm trying to be a healthy motherfucker, and this is the start. Before we get back to the episode, guys, I want to say a special shout out to one of our sponsors. This is Keeps. If you already heard of this brand, you might be one of the 50 million men that are suffering from hair loss. This is not just for people that are already losing their hair that want to gain it back. This is for people like me that don't want it to happen. This is hair loss prevention. This is hair thickening gels. It's for everyone. I'm sure some of you out there right now are going, fuck, man, I kind of want to use that. It's not something anybody wants to go through. No dude at 15 is like, yo, I can't wait till I'm in my 30s starting to lose my hair. Nobody fucking wants that. At one point of our lives, every single dude out here, every single dude is going to have to go through some form of this. Unless you're Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future, you don't have to fucking worry about that. But for me and you, eventually it's going to happen. So for Keeps, guys, this is 100% discreet. It's confidential. It comes to your house. There is no doctor visit. You don't have to go to the doctor and talk to a dude about what he's going through too. So guys, if you have any interest in this at all, go to www.keeps.com, KEEPS.com/YOLA. That code right there, the YOLA code from the podcast, you get 1 month. The first month you get for free. All right, you get the whole month for free, and then after that, it starts at $10 a month. No matter what, it's $10 a month, man. It's cheaper than any other competitor on the planet, and it's got more 5-star reviews than any other hair growth or hair loss company in the world. There are only 2 hair loss drugs in the world that are approved by the FDA, and Keeps has both. And guys, I've looked through the DMs. We've had multiple people already say, I bought this for my dad. I bought this for my husband. I bought this for my brother. Guys, shout out to you. Like I said, I say it all the time. Thanks for supporting the brands that support us. All the links will always be on the episode. No matter where you're listening to, there will be a link. Again, guys, www.keeps.com/YOLA. That's your first month for free. Thank you guys so much for watching. Back to the episode. We're an hour and a half. I'm trying to keep this episode tight, guys. All right, here we go. So let's go. I'm 22. John's back. Fuck yeah. So I don't know how many things we did. I couldn't tell you all the stuff we did. We just got fucked up all the time. We played Madden all the time. The Push Tree's house screen door with the screws, we used a hammer because the screw gun wasn't working. So we hammered in the screws like geniuses. Any single fucking time anything happened or I needed anything, that fool was there in 5 fucking seconds. Everywhere. No matter what the fuck I did. So, here we go. Rosie's in the picture now. John and Rosie are cool as shit together. Like, they love each other. It's super cool. John hell likes Rosie. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, this is awesome. So everything's cool, man. Everything's going good. We're getting fucked up all the time. He's coming over. I got the new house. He's all hyped about it. He got the money. He's all hyped about it. Like, he's like all, you know what I mean? Like all positive and shit toward whatever the fuck we were doing. And he was going to college while I was going to college too. Which was weird. Seeing my uncle at school. It was so odd. And
you had your stepdad there too, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He never, I don't know if he ever crossed him. I never asked him, but yeah. So years are going on, right? So from 22 to 26. What the fuck? That's it? Wow. That's so lame. I didn't realize how short of a time that we chilled until he was gone. But 22 to 26, I lived in Merced. He was over all the time. Hanging out. 26, I moved to LA.
Well, that's like 4 years is, when you think about 4 years as the length of high school, it seems like a fucking lifetime.
Yeah. But at 26, I moved to LA, and I remember he helped me pack my stuff. You know what I mean? He was waving as I drove off type shit. And drove down, moved. He'd text me like every other day, likes to see what's going on. And the first couple of years we lived here, I was going back to Merced every other week. So I was getting fucked up with John every other week. Oh, real quick, because it'll make sense later. He bought a car when his son was a couple months old. Old car right next to his childhood home. He stared at the car his whole life. And the guy was like, oh, I'm selling the car. All right, I'll buy it. An old 1962 Buick Electra. Super sick car. And he goes, I'm going to fix it up by the time Memphis is 7. I go, John, Memphis will be 18, motherfucker, and you're not going to fix that damn car. Come on. You're never going to do it. You're not a car. I was just talking shit. And he goes, I'll bet you. I go, John, I'll bet you $100 fucking. I'll give you till he's 18, not till he's 7. My cousin turns 18 in 17 days, Marty. 17 days, my cousin Memphis will be 18. August 20th. And today's August 3rd, obviously. So in 17 days, I would have won $100. All right, let me just say that.
Damn.
So he had the car in his garage, so I'd be going back to Merced. Yo, what's up? Here's all the new, because I started doing reviews and stuff. I'm like, Jan, all the stuff you've ever seen, I give to my Uncle John and my sister and my friends in Merced. So my uncle always had the cool new shit. He didn't dab. He didn't like dabbing. You'll never see me smoking that. It looks like meth. I go, John, what did you say about cocaine, fool? And he took a dab, but the last time I chilled with him, he took a dab, which is so odd to say. And I'd go back. We'd smoke weed with him. I'd give him fucking weed. I got this weed from this company. Here, smoke this. I got this syrup, something. Edibles never hit him, so I'd always try to get him fucked up. I tried this edible. Nope, didn't work. So forever. So I'd periodically be going back. Every time I'd go back, if I could, we'd stop by, hang out. But I was always in a rush, so we never like hung out for a full night anymore. You know what I mean? It was or Christmas time and shit like that. Yes, holidays we'd be getting fucked up. We'd be smoking as much weed as possible in the garage while everybody's in the house, or the old thing. So we did that for years and years and years, and then I'm like, a couple years passed since I lived here. I still see him. He always texts me, what's going on? But when I started filming a lot, he would stop texting me so much. He's like, oh, I know you're busy. I'm like, fool, text me. What the fuck's wrong with you? Mm-hmm. So I'll let you hit me up. I'm like, no, fucking hit me up. So he'd hit me up every couple days still. And he fucking, like I said, he loved story time so fucking much. Because he's like, dude, I remember that fucking day. Like, right? I'm so glad you remember, because I have a witness, motherfucker. Like, that shit was real. And he loved story time, right? And he'd call me after like every fucking video, or he'd text me like, yo, that editing was great. Like when I started working with you, he'd be like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, I'm working with a new guy. Like, this is crazy. He's like, it's fucking like a movie. The 5,000 milligram challenge, I remember he's like, what the fuck was that basketball shit? I know, right? Look crazy. Anyway, he was all over the shit, even though he didn't do social media. He's so funny. He says that he's the funniest person I ever met. So I made him make Twitter, because I'm like, John, please just make a Twitter. He goes, what is it? I go, you know what you just said? Say that on Twitter, but make up a fake character and then it'll be funny. And he did. And he started using Twitter for like a year.
Nice.
When he passed away, I went through all of it like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh my God, dude. Some of the one-liners this motherfucker has are so good, dude. Anyway, I started making him use Twitter and shit. Anyway, he would always hit me up, all this stuff. Let's fast forward. Pandemic hits. Well, right before the pandemic, his birthday's October 19th. So 2019, his birthday, to October. First time I ever recorded him or took a picture of him, because he hates being on camera. So I never bust my phone out when we're chilling and shit. His birthday, I take him to DTPG. He's never seen a weed plant growing. I'm like, hell, it's your birthday. I'm going to take you to this place. He goes, all right. And I remember his face when he walked, like, what the fuck is this? You know, commercial grows.
Yeah.
He's like, wait, what? And we're all smoking a joint. And I'm like, John, do me a fucking favor. Just take this fucking picture, fool. He's like, I'm like, just take the fucking picture. It's your birthday. You've never been in a grow. Fuck you. And I have him like pass me the joint, and there's a picture of him. I think I showed you. He's like passing the joint to the camera, and it's like, and there's all these weed plants, and it's the only picture I ever taken of him, really.
Damn.
Right? I don't have any pictures. And we're at the grow, hanging out. It's his birthday. He was all psyched about it. Like, yo, I've never seen that much weed in my. I'm like, I know, right? Because, you know, me and him go back to watching Half Baked, like, yo, pounds. He's stealing the pounds.
Yeah.
We always reference that, like, Thurgood Jenkins. And I'm like, John, no, there's more pounds than that in this one room. He's Thomas, what the fuck? Because he goes back to, damn, I remember Blackbeard's Delight. That's what he called my weed, because he thought it was nasty. It was like darker. When I first started getting fronted weed from this guy, Chris, it was like not good weed. He's like, oh, this is that Blackbeard's Delight. Because we used to watch Anchorman's a lot. He's all, Blackbeard's Delight. When he smelled the colognes, we would just, everything was a movie reference. So he used to call my weed Blackbeard's Delight. And he goes, this ain't Blackbeard. I go, no, it's not. Fuck you. It's fire. And then we're in the room. He's like, Thomas, 10 years. What a difference. You know, and we're like, I know, right? Remember we used to, me and him, we were drinking Sparks. It was the energy drink and alcohol. We're smoking out of his bong in his backyard in 7-Eleven. We used to live next to 7-Eleven together. And he goes, one day, man, I want someone just to pay me to try weed and drink beer all fucking day. And I go, John, one day it's going to happen.
A star was born.
That's what I told him, like, one day
Wow.
we'll get it done. I was like, John, one day we will get it done, man. Someone's going to be like, yo, try this weed. Tell me how you like it. Maybe let's just record it or something. I go, that's probably a real job. I told him, like, that's probably a real job somewhere someone's doing. He goes, wouldn't that be fucking crazy? I was like 14, 15 when he said that. Fast forward, he was telling me, like, remember when we talked? I'm like, John, I know. Isn't it crazy? And oh yeah, you know how I did it? By talking about the stuff we used to do. Which is so crazy. That's why he loved the show, like watching episodes so much. Like, yo, that's awesome. Like, I know, man. Isn't it crazy? Like, dude, you tell, because he was so hyped. Like, you tell it so fucking well. Like, I'm there. I'm like, you were there.
Yeah.
Fucker. You were there. But he was so hyped. So fast forward. Oh, his birthday. I had the video of him drink. I had never taken a video of him chugging a fucking medicated drink. Only video I have of him. And so the college episode of Storytime comes out. That's last year. College episode comes out. And I'm talking about the Mexican girl that's hitting on me. Did you just barely get here? That fucking gangbanger ass bitch. And 10 seconds after the video goes, this fool texts me, did you just barely get here? And I'm like, oh, you motherfucker, you were watching the shit out of that. You were in the premiere? Fuck. And that was the last text I got before he got sick. Like, he got sick so randomly. And I haven't talked about it yet. So here we go. So he texted me June 3rd. I was editing a video on my computer, editing a video. I remember exactly what I was doing. And he goes, oh, hey, fool, I had to go to the fucking hospital. Like, I think I have pneumonia again, because he had pneumonia like 20 times in his life, randomly. He had a shitty-ass childhood. And he's like, oh, he used to smoke a lot of cigs. He stopped smoking cigs like 10 years ago. He's like, oh, they're going to kill me. And then like 3 years ago, I saw him smoking a Swisher plain. I go, what the fuck are you doing? He's like, I know, but it's only been a week. I go, stop. He goes, all right, I'll stop. But he used to smoke cigs, and he used to say, ooh, it's a fire in my chest. That's what he used to say all the time. He would smoke it. It's a fire in my chest. He would say it all the time. He's like, damn, my chest. Anything that's like bad, he would make a joke out of. He goes, there's a fire in my chest. He used to say it all the time. But his lungs hurt because he always had pneumonia as a kid, and he would smoke 10 packs of cigarettes and shit. He would smoke 2 packs of cigs. Every time we were drinking, we would always talk shit like, yo, you got to please stop smoking so many fucking cigarettes. He would go through 3 packs of Camel non-filters. That's why I used to smoke. Because of him, Camel non-filters. I'd smoke packs and packs and packs. And he stopped smoking. He's like, fuck it, all right, I'll stop. Fuck, I'm like 32, I'll stop. And he stopped. And he texts me that. He goes, hey, man, I had to go to the hospital. Like, I don't know if your aunt told you. He's like, I'm fine, don't trip. He's like, but damn, dude, my fucking chest hurt. I smoked some weed, fucking fire in my chest. I go, damn, fool, what did you smoke? I made a joke like, what the fuck are you smoking? Hurt your lungs? And he goes, oh, it's just some weed I got from so-and-so. And like the guy hooked him up with. I'm like, oh, then it's fire. Because I know who he gets it from. It's fire. It's fine. And he's like, oh, I think I got pneumonia again or some fucking bronchitis. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me know what happens. He texted me June 3rd. How weird. June 3rd. I remember the date. I'm editing. And then he said a couple days later, like, yo, I haven't been smoking. I've been eating hella edibles. We'll see if it fucking works. I go, what'd you get? He starts naming all the companies off. I'm like, I think you're going to feel it, man. And then he hits me up like 2 days later. He goes, bro, I fucking fell asleep. I passed out. They finally hit me. I wish they wouldn't hit me so hard. I'm like, damn, finally? Took 20 years for you to finally fucking feel some edibles. And he hits me up again. He goes, I don't know, I'm about to go to the doctors. Like, my fucking chest hurts, dude. It's fucking bullshit. He's like, I stopped smoking for a week. I'm feeling better, but I smoked some bowls this morning and it just hurt. I go, okay, let me know what's going on, right? Shit happens so fast. Things happen so quick. And I didn't see him except one time when I came to town. I stopped at his house. I lied. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, oh, I'm just walking around with your aunt. I'm like, oh, all right, I just want to see what you got. And I pulled up on him because I knew exactly where he was at walking with her. And I just to fuck with him, like, I knew you were fucking Merced. Like, I know, I was just fucking around. What's up? And they had just moved to this new house last year. So we hadn't smoked bowls together yet. Because COVID and all that shit. So we hadn't smoked bowls since the time, his birthday, when he went to DTPG 2019. So fast forward, 9 months. You know, I see him at Christmas. That's it. I see him at Christmas. We smoke weed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then I haven't smoked with him since. And then pandemic's going, all this shit. And he goes, oh, so yeah, I guess I don't know what's going on. I have to go to the doctor, blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, let me know what's going on, dude. And it's COVID. And he hates smartphones. I don't want to. The phone's for calling, fool. I'm not going to look at no fucking pictures. Like, John, stop being stupid, motherfucker. I sent you a video. Look at it. So that was his thing. So he didn't have a smartphone. He's like, I don't care about pictures. Fuck you. I don't care about FaceTime. So he didn't have a smartphone. So I just text him all the time. And it makes sense in a minute why I brought it up. And he hits me up. He's like, dude, I have to go to the fucking hospital. I go, what the fuck? He's like, my fucking chest hurts. I'm like, dude, what? So he goes to the doctor, and he's texting me this. My aunt's like, yo, John's sick. Like, he has to go to the fucking doctor. I'm like, fuck. And she goes, he never washes his mask, that motherfucker. He wears the same mask every day. I guarantee you got some bacteria from fucking wearing the mask. I'm like, John, you dirty motherfucker. Because I know him. He wears the same hat every day. Like, your mask is dirty. I know it is. Fuck. So he hits me up, and he's like, dude, so I have pneumonia or some shit, and there's fluid in my lungs. I'm like, fuck. He's like, I'm going to be at the hospital, and Pepper can't even come in because I'm fucking COVID. It's some bullshit. So he goes to the hospital like, I don't know, like June 15th or some shit, right? And it's like, every text is just worse. I'm like, so what they say? He says, so they're going to drain the fluid. They're going to put a tube right here and drain the fluid out. I'm like, John, for real, bro? He goes, yeah, I don't know what the fuck to do. I have fluid in my lungs. It's not COVID. They test me every fucking 2 hours. And he's a veteran, so he's at the veterans VA shit. So they're taking care of him. Remember, guys, I'm doing all the shit, like the videos. I'm doing all this stuff. Like me and you were talking about the podcast still. We're still trying to get shit done. And I'm like just texting him like every other hour. Just like, yo, how you feeling? You know, to keep, because he don't text people. Even fucking my aunt, my mom, that's it. He don't text fools. He doesn't hang out with nobody. So I'm texting him like, yo, how you feeling? Well, you know, there's a senile old man he's my roommate, and he is watching Fast and Furious in Spanish loud. And I go, sick. Which one? He goes, 6. I go, oh, damn. That sucks. He goes, I know. And then I'm texting him. And then he texts me in the middle of the night, the first night, he goes, I just watched Hobbs and something, he's like, I just watched Hobbs and whatever, the new movie, the new Fast Furious. He's all 6 times in a row. You jealous? And I'll go, bro, no. He's like, 6 fucking times. He's senile. He doesn't remember if he just watched the movie, Thomas. And he just replayed it again. I go, dude. So, yep. So I know what The Rock sounds like in Spanish. And I go, damn, John, you're fucking idiot. He's just making jokes, right? He's just fucking with me. I'm like, damn. No, I'm not jealous, bro. I'm not going to go watch Hobbs and Shaw. That's what it was, Hobbs and Shaw. And, damn, I just chug that beer. Fuck. How long has it been? Almost 2 hours. I'm sorry. I'm getting close. And so he tells me all that stuff, blah, 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 blah. They don't know what's wrong. So now they're draining this. Now they're draining that. And then they're like, so you have like a pneumonia infection and there's fluid. You know, your heart has a sac. He's like, there's fluid around your heart in the sac. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, John, are you fucking kidding me? It's my uncle. Like, we chill. Like, are you sick for real? He goes, Thomas, I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's some bullshit. These fools are leaving me in here. Your aunt can't come in here. I haven't seen your aunt. This is some bull. You know, I'm texting him he's texting me everything, paragraphs. And I'm texting him, just trying to like keep him like hyped, or like, yo, you're good. Don't worry. Couple more days. And he sends me a picture. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, bro. And there's like a hole in his chest and a tube. And he's just looking at me with his mask on. He's just like, took a picture of himself. I'm like, what does it look like? And he just sent me a picture. I'm like, bro, you look sick. And I hadn't seen him yet. I'm like, you look fucking sick. But I didn't say anything. I'm like, you look fucking sick, dude. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me know what's going on. I'm trying to like not to get all worried in texts. I'm trying to keep him like, you're good. Fuck yeah, you're good. And then he's texting me all this stuff. Week goes by. Day 17. Day 18 with a tube in his chest. They said, oh, it should take a few hours. It's day 18 because now there's an infection and now there's this and now they fucked up. So they have to redo it and like all this bullshit. And he still hasn't seen my Aunt Pepper once. He hasn't seen anybody. So everybody out there, I don't want to wear a mask. Bitch, some people in the hospital can't not see people because your bitch ass won't wear a mask. Not just because you won't get sick. I didn't get to see my Uncle John once. Right? He's in the hospital for a month and a half. I didn't get to go in there one fucking time. I drove from LA to Sac twice. Didn't get to see him. So fuck you. Wear your mask. And the COVID restrictions, I'm not saying anything about being sick. I'm saying the restrictions, nobody wears a mask. They're like mandatory, you can't come in. And this is at the peak of it. This is last July, right? June. And then it's going by. And then he texts me, he goes, just had my first heart attack. Weird. And I go, shut the fuck up, fool. And I'm texting him like, John, don't say shit. Like, he's like, Tom, I just had a heart attack. It was very odd. He's like, I didn't know what was happening. And it felt really, he started explaining it to me. I'm like, did you really just have, he's like, bro, I just had a heart attack. Sitting here in my bed. 4 or 5 minutes, these bitches didn't come help me. He's like, I was hitting the button, nobody came. So Fresno VA, fuck you. And he's telling me all this shit. I'm like, John, are you fucking kidding me, dude? What's going on? And then now I'm like, fuck. I'm like really like, I don't know. I was in my kitchen when he told him, like, what the fuck? I'm like, just text me as much as you possibly can. Let me know what's going on. Because I can't call him. He can't talk. He has a breathing thing on. And he can't FaceTime for me to see him and talk because he doesn't fuck with smartphones. He doesn't like it. So I'm just sending him shit, like random shit. Like I'm like, oh, this is what I'm editing today. I just ate 5,000 milligrams and shit like that. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just telling him the new shit. He's like, what? Fuck. Like, you know, just keeping him up to date. He's not watching YouTube. He's not at home. He doesn't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I'm trying to keep him all fucking hyped and spirits. And then, okay, 1 second. So here we go. Fuck. Here we go. So July 3rd. I went to bed really late. And I was like 5 or 6 when I went to bed, I remember. And I'm waking up to a call at like 9, and it's John. I'm like, immediately, okay, his picture when he calls is Richard Pryor. And there's a quote that says, I'm not addicted to cocaine, I just love the way it smells. And that's his picture when he calls. Just Richard Pryor, big black screen, Richard Pryor, and that quote. And I'm like, oh, John. Yeah, because I know, like, oh, sick. Because I have hella friends named John. Like, nobody is just John. It's John this, John that. And John's the only one that just says, because that's the original. Like, that I know him, you know? And I see the thing. I'm like, I see it automatically. And I'm waiting on the hour. Like, how you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And he calls me. I'm like, you're calling me? What the fuck? So he calls me. And I'm in bed. My eyes are closed, and I'm awake. I'm awake, but my eyes aren't opening yet. You know what I mean? I'm trying, and I'm just talking to him like, "You asleep?" Like, no, I'm awake. What's up, man? I'm just trying to like sound normal. So he's like, "Oh, I'll talk to you later." I'm like, "No, fuck that shit." I'm like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "All right, I'm gonna talk to you. I need to tell you some shit." I'm like, "Oh my fucking god." He goes, "I have stage 4 cancer. They just said I have stage 4 lung cancer," and I remember I'm like trying not to like break down, like, don't worry about it. All right, there's RSO, there's green something treatments, there's this, there's that, there's chemo, there's this. I have friends that make all the best CBD in the fucking planet, blah, 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 blah. And I'm not saying that yet. He's saying, he's like, I have stage 4 fucking cancer. I'm like, oh my fucking God. And I'm trying not to get sad. I'm trying to like stay calm. And he goes, yeah, I don't know how they missed it. They just walked in, said it, and walked the fuck out. I'm like, so this is real. He goes, yeah, I have stage 4 lung cancer. They found like 5 tumors in my lungs, all this shit, blah, blah, blah. I remember what he said. I'm just not going to say everything, but he's telling me all this crazy shit. I'm like, then I start going, don't worry, CBD. I have my friend Carter is the world's best fucking CBD guy on the planet, for real, medicinal. I'm like, don't worry, I'll drive to SAC. That's why I drove to SAC. I drove to SAC to get the medicine, all this shit. And remember, that's July 3rd. And he's like, man, how long have I known you? And I go, John, don't talk like that. I'm like, I met you when I was 10, bro. I was like, I met you when I was 10 years old. And he's like, you're about to turn 30, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah. He goes, 20 years. And remember when he said 20 years, I'm like, oh, he's sick. Fuck. Like, I knew he was super sick. Like, 20 years, huh? I go, yeah, 20 years, man. It's been 20 fucking years. Remember, you look like Sabretooth from X-Men. He goes, oh, yeah. He's like, oh, that's right, in the fucking Gold's Gym Park or GB3 Park. I'm like, John, that's the day I met you, man. And I'm like, don't worry. We're going to be okay. You're going to be fine. Everything's good. Don't worry. Blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm just trying to like keep him like, he's like, I can hear the tube like, and he's like, oh, yeah, I know. You know, when you say, you know, I'll fight to the end. And that's his thing. He's like, I'm not a quitter. He always said that shit. You know, I'm not a quitter. He also is Stan Smith without having a government job. He has all the guns in the world and all the training in the world. Remember, I said he's in the army. He came back with a love for guns. He has so many fucking guns in his house. When the pandemic happened, he's like, I'll drive you some fucking machine gun right now. Like, don't worry, bro. Like, when some shit happened, I remember I was like, I think this guy got to get killed. I think we have to kill this guy. I'm not going to say everything, but I was contemplating killing somebody. So one time, I'm like, if I'm serious, I'll talk to John. Because I know he'll go with me and do it with me. Like, some weird shit happened I will never talk about in story time, but I'll just leave it at that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to open that box. Because the second I tell him what's going on, he's going to come over here with 5 guns. And it's going to be, that's it. But I remember, like, you'll do anything for me, fool. I fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like that person, like, you will do whatever the fuck I ask you, fool, because you're so down. Anyway, he has all the guns on the fucking planet. The reason I brought that up, because I'm like, don't even stress, fool. You'll fucking be all skinny cancer, fool, trying to get all buff with guns. Like, you'll fucking get in shape. Like, I'm just trying to, like, hype him, you know what I mean? Like, don't worry, man. You're going to get all skinny at least. You won't be fat no more. Because he's like, I'm getting fat. That was one of the things he always talked about. I'm fucking fat now. Fuck, I left the army. Because he got fat as shit. He got fucking fat as shit. It was really funny. He looked like David Cross when he was gone. Like, he was just like some dude with a big gray beard, bald head, white dude. He's like David Cross. Anyway, he tells me all that stuff. I'm like, don't worry. He gets on the phone, and by the time I got the phone, I could look at Rosie, and Rosie already knows what's going on. I don't know how she knew, but she knew exactly what the fuck he was saying. And I was just like trying to hold it together, like, okay, fuck. And I remember I was in my bed, and I looked up at my ceiling. I'm like, July 3rd, fuck. And I remember thinking, like, you know when you're a kid, and you think, oh, yeah, my friends and everybody will be around forever. And you're like, I wonder if they did pass away, when would it be? But you're like, no, don't say a date. Don't ever think about that. Don't say that. Put that out there. You know, when you're a kid, like, what year will it be when I go type shit? And I remember, like, July 3rd, fuck, this is not good. And it's the first time I ever, like, put a date on some shit like that. Like, July 3rd sucks. And June 3rd, he told me, man, my chest feels shitty. I tried to smoke some bowls. Did you just barely get here? July 3rd. I mean, June 3rd. July 3rd, he's like, I have stage 4 fucking lung cancer. I'm like, dude, this is some bullshit. Fuck. So everything's going on. I talked to my aunt. She's all fucking sad and shit, obviously. I'm trying to, like, don't worry, I got this treatment, blah, blah, blah. It's all stuff for weed stuff, right? I'm not saying anything secret. I'm keeping something from you. It's just Rick Simpson oil, CBD treatments, green juice, raw diets, shit like that, stomach cleanse, this cleanse, poor cleanse, all that stuff. And I'm like telling my aunt, don't worry, I'm going to get in the car. I'm going to fucking Sac. I'm going to get you everything. So we drove to Sac. I was about to buy the Mercedes, and I went, I'm not buying the Mercedes because he's going to be sick. I need to have a car I can just drive back and forth, go hang out with him and shit. I don't want to put the miles in the car. I'm like, well, fuck the car. And I said, fuck the car. And that was in July. And then all this shit's going on. He texts me. I'm texting him on the hour, basically. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, why aren't they there? Because then it started getting to where the VA was just like not taking care of him. Like, they weren't taking care of him at all. Don't know what the fuck the problem was. He was like, dude, it's been like 6 hours. I've been hitting this button. They haven't came yet. Dude, I had a fucking heart attack. You see the machine rate. And he's sitting there staring at the machine like, well, I went over 150 something, blah, blah, blah. And that's when I started having a heart. So he's like panicking himself, like, it's at 160. And he started like getting weak, like scared. And he was texting me like, it's at this. I'm like, John, stop looking at the fucking machine, dude. It's going to drive you crazy. You can't do that to yourself. And he's like, I know, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, hey, I had another heart attack this morning. I'm like, John, you got to stop telling me this shit so casual, bro. It's fucking me up. You please stop. Tell me this shit, but don't be like, oh, yeah, by the way, I had a heart attack. That's why I was hitting the button. I'm like, John, what the fuck? And I'm just imagining, like, you're by yourself. Fuck, man. It's COVID. You're with some guy that doesn't speak the language you speak. You can't talk to him. And he's senile. Like, you're by yourself. You can't talk to my aunt. You can't really talk on the phone because the breathing machine. So he's just by himself. You see what I'm saying? Like, he's just sitting by himself. So all that COVID restriction shit, you guys understand why it sucks. Nobody got to see his ass. So everything's going on, guys. The tube finally comes out like July 10th. No. Like July 20th, 22nd. The tube comes out. And I remember he's texting me like, they said 1 more day. All right, they said 2 more days. And he's texting me every piece of information that's happening. So I'm like, I'm doing fucking videos texting this fool. Like, I'm trying to not miss any text from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can't. Because every 5 seconds in the hospital when you think you're fucking dying is an hour. So I'm trying to be like, no, every time he texts, I'm down. Bam, bam, bam. I'm trying to, you see what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep his hopes up and shit. Remember, guys, this is like one of my best fucking friends, but he just happens to be my uncle. And he's going through all this bullshit by himself. And July 20th, I think it came out. He texted me, tubes out. And I'm like, oh my God, fuck. He's like, hey, I can go home today and go, get the fuck out of here. And I can hear it, like, through the text, how happy he is. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know how happy he is just from the text. Like, oh my fucking God. good shit, man. And I'm like, I told you it's gonna be good. I'm gonna go up there and get the fucking blah blah blah. I already dropped off the CBD, Rick Simpson, blah, blah, blah. I was doing all that stuff, doing what I could. And then he comes home from Fresno to Merced. He comes home and I text him like, yo, you home? He goes, sitting on my couch, chilling with my dogs. I'm like, oh my God, fuck yes, dude. He only cares about us, his dogs, and guns. That's it. It's John. That's all he cares about. And for some reason, Bobby Shmurda. He just loves this Bobby Shmurda so much. Like I told you, he introduced me to nicotine and all that shit, but you wouldn't imagine the bald white guy with a gray beard is just doing the Shmurda dance. He only does these things to make me fucking crack up. We'll be talking and he'd be like, yeah, and then just start fucking doing dances and shit. I'm like, John, fucking stop it, bro. And then his ultimate line was like, I just wanted to see you laugh. He would say all the time, I just wanted to see you laugh. Because he's one of the only people that makes me tearing fucking laughing. Because he's a fucking idiot, right? He's a fucking idiot. The shit he says, I'm going to punch him in the fucking stomach. Right? He's so stupid. And so I'm sitting with my dogs on the couch, and he goes, Pepper had to help me into the house. And it was the most embarrassing thing ever. And I go, John, you have fucking cancer, and you had a tube in your chest. It's okay, man. And he goes, I just took a bite of Domino's pizza. I go, John, I'm so fucking happy right now. He's like, I just drank a soda. Like he's texting me all these things because during the hospital, he was eating all that trash food and he would text me, a piece of pizza right now would be the best fucking thing ever. And he would always like, I miss fucking cocaine. I miss pizza so bad. But he hadn't done coke for like the past 10 years since I stopped doing it. He was pretty much, well, I'm not going to do it if you're not going to do it. That's pretty much how it was. But he's like, I fucking miss Coke and pizza. He would text me stupid shit when he was trying to make me laugh. I mean, through text and shit while he was in the hospital. And then he's texting me. I'm like, I am so fucking happy you are at home right now. Like I was texting him like, dude, this is the best thing you could have said. Because we weren't sure if he was leaving the hospital, right? And I'm like, yo, that's fucking awesome. He's like, I'm trying to choke this fucking pizza down, but it's the best thing I've ever eaten in my damn life. I just drank a fucking Dr. Pepper. He's like all hyped up. He's like, my dogs are right next to me. He's all hyped, man. And my aunt, I'm like, so John, everything's good? She's like, he's home. We're going to start doing these treatments. I'm like, this is the best fucking news. And like an hour and a half later, I get this fucking distress call and shit that he started like not breathing. He's like some shit started happening on the couch after he was eating pizza. He's like, I don't feel good. I can't breathe. All this shit happened. So I think he was having like another heart attack or some shit, dude. But all that strain from the tube getting into the sack of his heart was fucking him up. He lost like 70 fucking pounds, it looked like. Anyway, my aunt's like, yo, we're rushing to the hospital right now. And they're like, fuck that. It was in the Bay. It's like the cardiac specialist of California or some shit. And she's like, no, we're not going to Fresno again. Fuck that shit. And they wouldn't take the tube out, even though he asked, like, I want to go to the specialist. Like, we can't let you leave until the tube comes out. The tube's not coming out until that liquid's down. He goes, no, but I want to leave and go to the specialist. Because they misdiagnosed him for fucking a month. A fucking month? You misdiagnose somebody? You don't know they have stage 4 lung cancer for a month? Fuck. Fucking Fresno VA, man. So my aunt's like, we're going to this place, blah, 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 blah. We're going. I'm like, all right, I'm in the car. I'm out. I'm leaving in the morning, blah, blah, blah. I fucking leave. I go get the CBD stuff again, or RSO from Sacramento. And I'm explaining to him like, John, just fucking take this shit. Just take it. You're so sick, you can't do shit. Right? And he's like, yeah, I'll fucking take it. It's fine. Give it to your aunt. I'll do it. She'll sneak it in the hospital. The fact that we had to sneak in a medicine to the hospital that'll help him is some bullshit. And then he decided he didn't want to take it in case it showed up on the test, and they stopped treating him. Some bullshit. He was too scared to take a medicine that would help because the doctors might go, that's not our medicine. Get the fuck out. He was too scared to do it. Anyway, so here we go. I'm texting him. He's at the hospital with my aunt. And he's like, fuck, man, I was just at home. I fucking just wanted to go on my bed and chill. I'm like, oh, fuck, man. I was all fucking sad about it. I'm like, dude, It's okay. You got to eat some fucking pizza. You got some soda and shit. We're going to go to the doctor. We're going to start your treatments. You're going to come right back home and you're going to fucking get in shape. And you're going to have to do, you know what I mean? Like I said, I'm trying to like, this is what's going to happen. You're going to be fine. You're going to be skinny. You're going to be fucking in shape. At least you're skinny. I was just trying to make jokes about it. Like just to make him laugh. Because he would do the same for me. And he's at the hospital and up in the Bay. And then everything just went bad, man. He was texting me, and then my Aunt Pepper started texting me because they finally let her go in. And when my uncle saw my aunt finally, he just started getting better. Like when they would only let her hang out for 2 hours a day. The whole day, like 2 hours a day. Nobody else. Because COVID restrictions, some bullshit. So when he was there, the nurse was like, oh, his vitals are fucking great. Everything's looking good. And my aunt leave and he started going right back downhill. I believe if they let her stay, he would be alive, dude. He would have left that place. Because I think he gave the fuck up is what happened. I think he was I'll tell you why. It got bad. So we're staying at the hotel for a few days. I'm texting him and then it turns into my aunt texting for him. Because he started, something happened, dude. The fucking cancer spread to his brain. In those 3 days, they went to his brain. And he just started going blind. He just couldn't see. He's texting me. My aunt started texting me like, John says he can't see well, so I'm going to text for you. I'm like, all right, tell him this. And he lost his whole fucking all his vision in a day and a half. It went away. Because his cancer went straight to his brain. And they said, we can't do any procedures until we get his test back on Friday. But it's Monday. And with COVID, it might be till next Monday. And they're like, we can't even treat him. So he's just going to sit here. They just let my uncle sit there. They didn't even treat him because they wanted to know what type of cancer. I don't know the medical stuff, but I remember I was pissed. I was really fucking upset. And we're texting. I'm telling her, like, tell him this. And then my aunt leaves and comes to the hotel and stays with us when she's out. You know what I mean? We're trying to like, let's watch something funny. Let's do this. Let's do that. And try to keep her mind off it, but we're staying at the hotel just in case something happens or he wants to talk to it. We can go right back. You know what I mean? We're like, fuck that, dude. We're staying here. And he heard like 5 days. Shit, maybe 7. Fuck. And yeah, he went blind. And then the cancer started eating up his esophagus, so he couldn't even eat no more. Like he couldn't swallow. All his vocal cords got paralyzed, so he stopped talking. He can't talk or see, but he can hear. You see what I'm saying? So all this happened in a couple days. Like out of fucking nowhere. All this shit just started happening back to back to back to back. And I'm sitting there trying to like, no, it's fine. He's got it. I got him. Don't worry. He's going to take this. He's going to take that. We're going to laugh about it. It's going to be fine. Like, we're going to be like, yeah, remember when you almost died, motherfucker? Oh, my God. Take care of yourself, bitch. I told you stop smoking. Like, I'm trying to think of, like, I'm just trying to be, like, happy about it. Like, I can't wait to make fun of this motherfucker. Like, just to fuck. I don't know. I'm trying not to be upset. And then, they were like, yo, you can like, bring food. My aunt can bring stuff. So I went and got him. There wasn't any Dr. Pepper's small. And I wanted him to chug a 2-liter. So I got him like all these Orange Kiss. He collected soda bottles since I was young. He always had all these vintage soda bottles. So I'm like, oh, I got a sick one. Here, give this shit to him. But he couldn't chew or anything. So he was like drinking liquids only. So I got him soda. And my aunt left, came back to the hotel. My uncle called like 5 minutes later and he goes, hey, it's 7. Why aren't you here? It's morning. And she goes, John, I just left, dude. Like, it's night. It's going to be night. The sun's going down, not coming up. And like, you can hear in his voice, like, he was like, fuck. Like, you can hear him like just defeated. Like, bro, I thought I had one day gone. It's been 12 minutes. He passed out when my aunt left, right? So all this shit's going on. I'm in the hotel. I'm like, all right, cool. It's going to be okay. Fuck yeah. We're fine. And then it's just getting worse. And then my aunt tells me like, yo, your uncle said like, don't stop him if he decides to not want to be on the machines anymore or some shit. Right. Like she's trying to tell me like, he's like, you know, I'm not a quitter, but this shit hurts. Like pretty much what he said. He's like, this shit fucking hurts. I can't breathe. I can't see. I can't talk. I can't do shit. But he's talking to my aunt. She's like, I can hear his words, but it's like he's barely talking. And I'm like, please tell him I said to shut the fuck up and stop talking. Like, you know, I was like, tell him to shut the fuck up. Don't say that bullshit. And then it just kept getting worse. Like every fucking hour, like something was worse, man. That Monday, something was just worse every fucking hour. He called. He's like, it's not in the morning. And I remember I told you, like, he's all defeated and shit. And I could hear it in his voice. I'm like, oh my God, motherfucker. This is not good. I can hear it in his voice. He don't ever sound like that. So I can hear it in his voice. I'm like, fuck, man. All right, I'm going to sleep. So I went to bed at the hotel with Rosie. I woke up. I went to my aunt's hotel. I'm just waiting there. I'm like, all right, today's the day. It's a good day. Fuck yeah. He's going to be okay, blah, blah, blah. And then my aunt, because she told me, like, if I decide that I don't want to fucking do this anymore, you don't fight me. He was asking her, like, don't fucking fight me if I say, please don't fucking fight me. Because, you know, he said, it's going to be so hard for me to say, yes, take me off the machine, that it hurts that bad. So don't fucking fight me if I say the shit. And my aunt's like, she's like, I told him yes, but I'm not fucking doing that shit. And then I took a shower. I was getting out of the shower. It was like 1:16. I looked at my phone. I was like drying my hair, and I got a call from my aunt, and I don't know why. I was like, no, what the fuck is going on? And then as soon as like she picks up, I just hear screaming, and I'm like, fuck, it's done. And she was like, oh, he's fucking dead, all this shit. Fuck. And damn it. This is a bad idea.
Man, you're doing great.
And I don't know, I never felt that. I never felt like, you know, my grandma died, I had a homie die, but not someone I'm that close to. And I remember I got in the car. I don't remember driving to her hotel at all. I just remember showing up being like, I don't understand. And then we got to go to his room, and that was the worst fucking thing I ever did in my whole life. And I walked in, I saw my Uncle John laying there. Then that was it. I don't remember much. I just remember I fucking got sick, almost fell down. And then it was just not good. Because I seen him like that a lot, but he was fucked up with duct tape on his feet. You know what I mean? He wasn't fucking dead. And then I remember I'm looking at his body, and I'm like, this is some fucking bullshit. I'm like, damn, your feet are dirty as fuck still, fool. You've been in a hospital bed for a month and your feet are fucking dirty. I always made fun of him because he always wore flip-flops. His feet were black as fuck on the bottom. I'm like, John, you're so white, bro. You gotta, the contrast is fucking not real. Like this, you gotta stop. Clean your feet, fool. And the first thing I saw, you motherfucker, your feet are dirty as shit. And I remember I'm like, I wish I never walked in and looked at this. Because I'm sitting there and I'm like, I'm staring and I can't like think. And I just see him there and I'm like, fuck, man, this is fucking bullshit. And then I'm like, all right, hug him. And when I don't think I even told Rosie this shit. I hugged him, and when I hugged him, I heard like a little, like a wind or something. Mm. And I looked at his face and I'm like, no, he's not breathing or anything. Because she called me like 10 minutes after it happened. So it's not like he was like alive or anything. But I looked at him, like I'm looking at his fucking eyes, like right here, I'm just looking at him. I'm like, that's some bullshit. I was like, I told you I'm going to get rich and we're going to smoke weed on the porch. That was the whole point. Like, we're going to get fucking shit faced. We're gonna be all drinking Mickey's. Like we had like a little thing. I'm like, I'm gonna be fucked up on a rocking chair, but I'm gonna be balling as fuck. I would say this shit like 16. Like, I'm gonna be rich as fuck one day. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be rich and we're gonna smoke weed out of a big ass pipe on a porch. And I always just say that shit. And then I remember I'm looking at him like, this is not gonna happen. This is really not real. This is not gonna happen. You're gone. This isn't bullshit. And I remember, I don't know how much time passed, but they couldn't even give him the fucking soldier thing. They had to walk him around the fucking the hospital with a flag on his shit because they didn't do the gun thing as COVID. And then I remember my sister came. I got her. And I was like, my sister's a dick. But I'm like, yo, fool. If I were you, if I could go back and you win first, I wouldn't go in. I told her, I'm like, if you want to go in, go in. I wouldn't go in there. And she's like, I'm going in anyway. I'm like, all right, bitch. You fucking asked for it. And she walked in. I'm like, yep. Is that what you wanted? Like, is that what you wanted to fucking see? I fucking tried to warn your ass. Don't do it. Because I regret it. The second I walked in, I just got like, I couldn't breathe. I felt like I was going to fall. I just remember putting my hand on some machine thing. I was like trying to stand up. I just felt like, I never felt like I couldn't move before. I was just like, I felt like I was going to throw up and I couldn't breathe and I couldn't yell. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I never felt that before. And I get to the parking lot and I look at Rosie. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I couldn't believe what was going on. I could not fucking believe this shit. Because it's not like he can do anything about it. I couldn't do nothing about it. That's it. It's over. It's gone. You cannot help anymore. And then that's fucking it. I left. I hadn't drank soda in 4 years because I'm addicted. And I went and got a Coke because it's his favorite thing in the world to fucking drink is a fucking Coke in a bottle. And I went and got one. And I chugged it and it hurt so bad. And I bought him Mickey's and I chugged it. It was disgusting. But I drove home and his shit, he always wore an orange shirt and he was bald as fuck. I'm like, you like fucking the sun. I used to tell him like, you like the sun with that shit. Well, he used to wear a shirt, OJ Simpson, drink apple juice because OJ will kill you. And it was OJ Simpson. And he used to wear it all the time. Like, fool, you look like the fucking sun. And we drove home and as we were driving home at night, the moon was bright orange. Don't know why. I have it on tape. It's bright orange. His favorite shit was orange. Like that's what like he always wore orange shirt, and that shit was bright fucking orange. I'm like, what the fuck? That's wild. Like there's an orange moon. Never seen one. The day 5 fucking hours after you fucking die and I leave. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. And then, bro, that was it. And I can't believe it. We didn't even have a funeral because of COVID. We had a memorial 2 days ago. We had to wait that long. And August 5th, I had a dream. Like, you know, I have wild dreams. August 5th, I had a dream. Someone's knocking on the door of a house I didn't recognize. And I went to open the door. And John's standing there like this. He was always smoking cigs. He was smoking like this. And he's looking at me like that side eye. And I look at him and I'm like, wait, am I in a fucking dream? Because I'm like, am I in a fucking dream? Did I dream that John died and this is real? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I was in such a fucking weird funk. I didn't know what was going on. Like, I never felt shocked before or like, you know that feeling like if I can rip my chest open and just explode, I would. You know what I mean? Like that feeling of like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Somebody shoot me. I don't know what the fuck. You know that feeling like, I don't know what to do with my next breath type shit. So I was like, is this a fucking real dream? And then my grandma Dolores and my grandpa Tom were standing next to him. And I looked, he goes, can I come in? I go, yeah, fool, the fuck? And he walked in and my grandma and my grandpa walked in. And I closed the door and I woke up. That was it. And I talked to Jeebus 2 nights ago, one of my best friends, and he had almost the same dream about John. He's like, a couple days after you told me he died, I had a dream. I was in some random house. Like, we were all waiting for you. Open the door, and like you were coming in with some people, and John was waiting with me. I'm like, did you recognize the house? He goes, nah. I was like, weird. I had a dream just like that. I didn't know what house it was, but I opened the door. But in his dream, John was opening the door for me. I'm like, what? Weird dream. And dude, that's fucking it.
I didn't know any of this.
Funny thing though, I bet him when Memphis was like a couple months old, like, oh, bitch, 18. You ain't never fixing that fucking car. So the last fucking time I went to his house, I was like, he's like, want smoke? He's like, no, not right now. Like, you know, because his mom lived with him. She's elderly and shit. He's like, no, I got to do her things right now. I'm like, oh, it's all good, bro. I'm going to leave you some weed, blah, blah, blah. And I headed back to LA. Motherfucker sold the car. Didn't tell me. That's why he was avoiding showing, because the new house, I'm like, yo, new house, I haven't seen it yet. It's right when COVID started, because they just bought a house. I'm like, show me the house. And he didn't show me the garage. And I didn't think about, why didn't you show me the garage? It's because the fucking Buick's not there. And he didn't want to like, I owe you $100. Fuck, I owe you $100. And I remember the night he died, I'm like, where's John's pipe? Where's his weed pipe? I want to go smoke in the garage. You know what I mean? I was like, nah, I got to sit by the car and smoke weed like we always did. And I open the door and I go, where the fuck is the car? And I looked at Pepper. She goes, oh, shit. He told me not to tell you. I go, he told you not to tell me? He's like, he sold it a couple months ago. He's like, I'm never going to fucking fix it. I'm over it. And the motherfucker took 17 years to decide to give me my $100. And then the fucking guy was like, I'm going to die first before I give you a fucking $100. And he did. That motherfucker, dude. But I also bet him that my cousin would be 6'6" by the time he was 18. He's only 6'5". So it would have been a wash. I would have owed him $100 too. So you didn't have to die to get out of the fucking bet, John. All right? You didn't have to do all this. And that's the funny thing that ended that night. I remember thinking like, bitch. We had a long lifetime bet going, you motherfucker. And like I said, Memphis turns 18 in 2 weeks. And like, weird. How odd. So anyway, full swindled me. The last thing he ever did was fucking swindle me, dude. God, man, that motherfucker. That's it, man.
What a story. God damn. I had no idea any of this was going on, even in real time as all that was happening.
There's no need.
Yeah.
I was trying to deal with it. But it was all bad, man. But anyway, I don't like to think of those last months. But the only thing that sucks is all you fools that get me deleted on Instagram and all that shit, and I have to go get a new IP address and a new phone. You guys fucking played me. I lost all my texts from him. I had to get a new fucking phone. And when I activated it, all the pictures are there, no text. So all of our fucking 2 years of dumb shit is gone. Can't even get it back. That's the one thing that pisses me off. Like all the stupid shit he would send me is gone because somebody wants to get me fucking deleted and shit. And it's never happened. I used to keep my text, but something happened with the phone like malfunction, and I didn't get my text back when I did the new phone. So stop reporting me. I lost all my texts, man. That's the one thing I'm pissed about. I would give like 10 bands to get those texts back.
I mean, shit, maybe iCloud or something.
Tried. I have like 40 different iClouds because all the times have been deleted. New emails, new this, new that, new this, new that. But what goes to what? What goes to what is before I was organized. Write it down on a piece of paper. Here's my new password. All right, cool. Try to hurry up, make it for there's 10 fucking fake accounts.
Yeah.
Like I'm speeding to the fucking store. Buy, all right, there's already 5 fake accounts. Like I don't want people getting swindled for packs. So I'm like, no, make my account right now. It's official. Post on your page, Rosie. That's how we make it official. Like she posts my page, my new page, my Snapchat, my fucking YouTube. Because people will make a fake account right off the bat. So anyway, it's irrelevant. But yes, I lost all my text messages.
Damn.
Whack as fuck. Anyway, that's the story.
Hell of a tribute on the first year.
Yep. Fucking John. It just sucks though. I don't have that person anymore. I don't have that guy. He was gonna be my best man. I don't have him no more.
Did he get to see the podcast take off? Or hold on, I'm trying to do the timelines
February
here,
we started.
So.
Oh, he was asking me how's the podcast? What's up with the set? Oh, you're going to get that warehouse? Are you going to sign the thing? Are you going to, because we were looking for a warehouse, like, when are you going to get it? Where are you going to get it at? Well, he was up to date on every fucking thing I was ever doing. He was on that shit. But he knew about he proposing to Rosie.
Nice.
He's the only person that knew, though. I was supposed to propose to her in like fucking 8 months before, but that shit happened. I was like, I am not trying to propose to you, sad as fuck. Bro, I just started getting normal like 2 months ago. It's just bullshit. Every time I think about it, I have such a good memory that I go, all right, let's go to scene 1. Hey, man, you look like Sabretooth. And it just plays over and over and over all the way. When I'm trying to sleep, I go from every house we've ever hung out. And every time I it's just I can never fall asleep. That's the only bad part. It's like, fuck, man. I can't sleep because I'm just thinking about this for all the fucking time. But yeah, that's the story, man. One of my best homies ever. He was so cool. He was so fucking dumb. He said the dumbest shit in the fucking... I'm not the only one that's going to say that. Everybody in my family knows that John says the dumbest shit. I just loved it. In public, he would say the dumbest shit. But anyway, his fucking mom passed away like a couple weeks later, and she was living with my aunt. So my aunt fucking got it bad, dude. She got everything all at once. But things are getting better, dude. Things are getting better. My cousin just graduated high school. He's about to turn 18. He went to the army when I was getting out. He fucking died right before Memphis gets out. Like, the timing with this guy. Fucking John. That's the only shitty part. It's like, fuck, man. I just want to smoke a bowl with this bitch. So bad. I just want to fucking smoke a bowl with him. Or something. Or drink one. I don't know. You know what I'm saying. Fuck. Yeah. It's just trash. I can't believe how long that story took, Marty. We're supposed to do an hour and a half. I'm sorry. It went so long.
I feel like the fans been wondering about this too.
Ugh. Yeah, not fun.
Man, shit. I mean, it's part of life. We gotta. I mean,
I know. I didn't expect it so early.
Yeah.
Come on, that freaking early, bitch. Fuck. Him and Kobe went out at 41 last year. Damn. I remember thinking with Kobe Bryant, he's like, damn, he was my age, man. That's crazy. And he told me that. I'm like, dude, don't be 41. What the fuck? He's like, I know, bro. He's my fucking age. It's so sad. Fucking months later, his fool's gone. It's a trip. Because I know you went through that shit too.
Yeah, big time.
But for forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The shit with my dad took forever, but there was a lot of similarities with what you were saying.
Lung cancer too, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck. You smoke?
Yeah. I mean, he probably quit smoking cigarettes when I was like 5. So
same. 10 years later. Oh, 15. You forget.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
my uncle stopped smoking 10 years. 10 years later, he got cancer.
Yeah.
I think it was from the fields in Iraq, though.
Yeah. I don't know what happened with my dad. My dad we didn't really talk, so he like communicated everything through my ma to me. Like even when I found out,
talk?
I mean, he didn't really talk to me. So like,
Your
I mean,
dad?
we didn't really talk all like that from the time I was probably like 12. So he would like talk through my ma. So I remember when I was walking down this, I got off the school bus and both cars were there. And I was like, damn, something's wrong. And I walked down.
Were your mom and dad separated?
No, but they were never both there when I got home. That was like the only time ever.
Oh.
So, yeah. And then he was just like, well, yeah, why don't you go upstairs? Your mom's got something to tell you. And then she was like, yeah, he's got, stage 4 cancer, whatever. It didn't even
speak to you?
I mean, it wasn't like it didn't, like, it wasn't a choice.
You dunked on him once. He was like, I ain't never talking to this fucking kid again.
Nah. I don't know what it was. He just kind of like.
Odd relationship.
Yeah, I don't know.
1950s fucking military.
It was kind of
dad.
like that. I mean, he was a straight up hippie, and his dad was like a, straight out of Ireland. Like, they called him the Giant. Like, he was he had a really tough reputation or whatever about, I don't know. He just did his own thing. We just, he always communicated to me through my mom. I remember that. That's how I found out. When I found out, I didn't even really react, but I remember like the next day in school, they announced it over the fucking
About
loud.
your dad?
Yes.
Why?
Because I was going to the St. Francis. I had just started going to this school. I transferred to a private school in 10th grade for basketball. And I went in there, I was new, I didn't know any of this shit. And over the loudspeakers, they said, please pray for Marty O'Neill's dad who's diagnosed with cancer, all this shit. So they were like, the teacher, when that happened, was like, oh shit. And he's like, why don't you can go sit in like, they put me in like a storage closet, literally.
I'd be pissed.
I was sitting in this closet, like not even, I don't even know how I was. Like I was obviously upset that they just did that, because now forevermore, now you're the kid that everybody's.
Your dad's dying, huh?
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, so I mean that went on for it was just because he was supposed to die then, like it was like he's gonna die, no doubt about it, but he didn't. And then that happened like
for years, right?
Yeah, that kept happening though, where the doctors were like writing him off, and he'd have these horrible surgeries, and then he'd come back. So like yeah, it was like 8 years of that.
Whoa.
Like he was the longest surviving person in the whole cancer hospital from the cancers he had and all the shit. But yeah, we didn't really talk. We weren't close like how you're describing. And he smoked weed too. That was the thing. I used to steal his weed.
How is he a hippie?
Yeah, he was a musician.
You're basketball, rapping. He's a musician.
He was like, he saw me getting all like, like how I was and shit when I was 12. And I think he probably just.
It's like, damn, I raped Jamie Kennedy. And what was that movie again?
The Malibu's Most Wanted. No, fuck no, I wasn't Jamie
I know
Kennedy.
you were, but he's like, damn it, I want him to play Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, basically. I think that's kind of what it was.
Not Dear Mama.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, you fucking nailed it. Jesus Christ. So,
Smoke on the Water, Not Lethal Injection.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Man.
Like that one?
Oh, man. That was the case, though. But
I get it, but damn. Marty's dad. That's
but especially when I started doing music, though, because I was like, he was looking at me like, this motherfucker. We're two recording artists living in the same house. We don't even talk about it. I'm going to the same studios that he used to go to, learning about him from the engineers.
Bro,
asking.
What?
Yeah, that's how it was.
Why didn't your dad flex that shit harder?
I mean,
like, teach you that shit.
He tried to. When I was younger, he tried to teach me keyboard. He wanted probably nothing more than for me to learn guitar. I was into fucking Tupac and Eminem and shit.
Okay.
I was rapping. I was on some G-Unit type of shit. He was looking at me crazy.
You should have just embraced that shit.
Yeah, he let me use his little equipment here and there, but at the same time, I knew he was embarrassed. I knew, like, he looked at me and my boys like, Jesus fucking Christ. But at the same time, looking back, if I would have been him, I would have handled it completely differently.
For sure.
And I would have gave my kid a heads up, like, you don't know what the fuck you're getting yourself into out here. Like
your homies you're chilling with, they're wild.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
None of that heads up. There was zero heads up on any. Even when I'm like, I'm having a kid, wasn't even really like, I don't know. It was just wasn't that we weren't like that.
I'm not close to my dad either, really.
Yeah, but even you got to imagine this man. He was like sick for so long. He never talked about it.
Talk to you and go, your mom has something to say to you.
Yeah, I remember that vividly. I mean, I don't know what it's like to break that news, but that was also just the routine. That was just normal too at the same time. Yeah, and I remember I didn't even say anything. I was like, I just got my license, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go play basketball. And that was one of the first times I drove by myself. Went and took it and just went and shot with my boy Khalil. Like, yeah, he's got cancer and shit. But I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know, like, oh, he's probably about to die. But man, he fucking fought though. It was horrible, really, really horrible. But then he got moments of his life back too. He got to have a final like party. Like we had this huge party at this brewery in downtown Buffalo when they knew like for sure it wasn't looking good. And he released a CD. Like I did the artwork, all the shit. They did a big fucking concert and shit. Yeah, so he like had a send off.
Wow, not many people get that.
Yeah, but then he like shortly thereafter they started putting him on the real medicine, and like you're saying, like he was like starting to trip out and shit. So that there was definitely a point where it was like when Roswell came in, you could see like this is different now. And then we had to put my dog down like 2 weeks before he died. And him and my dog were best friends. My friends used to tease me because him and the dog were so close. Literally. So that was
Talks the dog more than you, Marty.
He was like, that was the only time I ever saw him cry. Anything. It was like the dog died.
Damn.
I walked in. He didn't even say anything. He just like put his head down. He was dying. It was a real moment.
Oh man,
I had
where the red fern grows type shit right there.
Yeah, but he got to meet my daughter and stuff. I was aware of that. I was aware, like, I was only 20, 21 or whatever, but I was like, damn, you got to see me become a man. You like, I was old enough to I was a dad, and I was starting to look like, damn, we don't really like. I would have given me a lot of more advice as a dad, but yeah, the night that, so it was fucked up. I was thinking about this earlier. We knew he was probably going to pass away. It had been lingering for 8 years. I needed to make something happen in life. And we had an opportunity to go live right outside of New York City with April's aunt for free. She was like, come stay with us for a couple months, save up. We were trying to get out here. Save up. You can make your move, buy your house. We knew we had to get out of Buffalo. So I was like, all right, I'll make this fast. We were going to move to New Jersey. It was snowing. April's dad, who never comes up and visits us he lives hours away.
Want to watch the podcast all the time?
Yes, shout out. He came up and helped us move on the ice in a blizzard. We pack up the U-Haul. We're getting ready to go to New Jersey the next day. So, you know, my dad's sick, but he's home with my mom. You know, we're getting ready to make this life move. I got to make something happen in life, period. So this is what I'm dealing with. So yeah, we pack up all our shit. We go out to dinner with April's family, like, you know, like kind of like a send-off dinner. Then we stop back at my mom's house in Lackawanna on the way home to say goodbye to them. April goes in to go to the bathroom. She goes in, and then my dad's like laying on the bed or whatever, and she goes in and says something to him. He's like conscious, you know, lets him know like Ariana's here, Marty's here, or whatever. She leaves, then I go in. I stayed in the car because Ariana was still a baby, and we were in the driveway. So then I go in, and then when I go in, he's dead. So same exact thing. I walk in, realize it, dry heaving, out on the porch, all that. And then...
Wait, in those few seconds?
Yeah.
Man?
Yeah, like he acknowledged her, and then when she came in, sat in the car with Ariana, and I went in, is when we realized he was dead. So, you know, that shit was crazy. So then, yeah, he had a little music studio. He taught guitar, so he had a music studio. It was a duplex. The upper apartment was a music studio. So he's still in the house. I go up in the music studio. I got his guitar strap on my shoulder. I'm sitting with April. April's dad had went home. He had helped us move. April's dad had never called me before in life. Mind you, my dad's still in the house. I get a voicemail from her dad. April's got a cell phone. The phone didn't even ring. I just got a voicemail from her dad, and he goes, just wanted to let you know I made it home safe. I'm good. Whatever. Weird. And it was just like,
whoa,
trippy chills. I didn't even know it was him. He had never called me before, but it was April's dad. So then, yeah, that shit was crazy. So then, like, yeah, about a week, we had all the services and all this shit, and like, my mom wanted to be left alone, so we kept. About a week later, we went to fucking New Jersey. I drove all of our shit to New Jersey, and I remember vividly having a moment. I remember I was smoking a joint on the way to driving the back upstate New York, middle of nowhere really, just by myself. All of our shit, ton of pressure on the line too. We're going to April's family's house, so I'm driving, and over the hills, I see a bunch of cop cars. I'm smoking a joint, like. I got all of our shit in the back. I'm going to April's family's house.
Ugh.
I throw the joint out the window. I'm going up and down hills. Remember, my phone falls off my lap. I just get my shit together. I roll down the window. What do you need? She looks in. Nothing, keep it going. Jesus fucking Christ. And I just rolled the window up. They just had a little checkpoint going. But that would have been over. I mean, we would have had not a place to go. So then, yeah, man, we got down to New Jersey after about 3 months. I got my license in this insurance shit. I was working for this dude, going to build up all this shit. And then I just realized one day after like 2 or 3 months, this is not it. Like, I had this whole story with Travis Barker, all this crazy shit happened. And we came right back to Buffalo. I set my sights in California. And it was, you know, not that, probably we got married another year and then we were out here.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What a wild night. You never told me about how your dad passed.
Yeah.
He had cancer, but.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Yeah, it really was. It was.
As you walking up the porch, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, so April was the last one he talked to, or the last person that, like, talked to him. But, I mean, he knew we were there and all that, so, you know, yeah, the shit was crazy.
Oh, my God.
But we were, like, me and my, like, you know, air quotes, brother Jamal, during his service, we were, like, laughing the whole time, though, like how you were saying. We were, like, making jokes. It was weird. Thinking about it now, we were, like, in a church, literally in the front row, laughing the whole fucking time. Just like cracking jokes and shit back and forth through each other. Like the way you're talking about John reminds me of how me and him were.
Why were you cracking jokes?
I mean, that's just how it's just how it was. It was a fucking funeral. They had his guitar up on the fucking center of the church thing. I don't know. That's all I remember.
Wow.
Yeah. But shit got
real quick
after that. And a lot of shit happened, and then I ended up deciding I was a fucking lone wolf in life and
left. Bro.
Yeah, a lot of stories in there.
So much for an hour and a half, Marty. We're closing on 3 hours now.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck. That's wild, man. I did not know that. That's insane.
What are you going to do?
Nothing. Yeah, it's been 10 years, what, a couple months ago? Like a month ago?
Yeah, it was 10 years.
The day we did what?
Put out the podcast or something like
that.
The way that it landed, it was like my Super Bowl commercial I filmed.
That's what it was.
One day. Then it was his birthday. And then it was the start of the podcast.
And then the day he died.
And then the next day was the day he died. Like February 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th this year.
Yes. That's what it was. All wild as fuck. I don't know, man. What a sad ass episode, man. God.
People got to deal with this shit too.
Let's just play that song. We just end it like that.
Yeah, just fade to black.
Like this, like Robert Downey Jr. and fucking Natural Born Killers. Yeah. Only some of you will get that reference, all right? And for those of you that do, high fucking five.
Kids got to go through this shit without having, man, a lot of people that, even people I listened to and looked up to growing up, wouldn't put this type of shit out there necessarily.
Yeah,
sit here and fucking, I don't know, it's not easy.
I was never going to talk about this shit. Yeah. And randomly I'm like, we're filming on the day. Today's the day.
It's only right.
Today's the day. Yeah, when my mom tried to bring it up, I'm like, bitch, how about you bringing that shit up right now?
Yes.
Like, fuck. That all in one word, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't ready to talk about that shit.
Yeah.
Everything I did today, I wasn't even ready to talk about that shit. I didn't want to talk about everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, man.
No, you conveyed that, man, shit.
The way it went, man. Some bullshit.
Puts things in perspective for kids and shit.
It's weird. Super weird. But yeah, dude, what a weird podcast episode. Started off all, let's get interactive. And every time I looked at the clock, I'm like, it's been 30 more minutes? Fucking John. That's what I think, like, damn, that was fast. Well, he would not be proud of me for 3 hours and took one grenade. Right at the camera. That's how it ends. Rosie, you're driving home. All right, man.
Great episode, sir.
Yeah,
Proud of you.
What else to talk about? I think we're good.
We're stocking up with some big guests coming up.
True, and this camera's dead.
Yeah, I just know.
Okay, I just saw it right now.
Yeah.
Shout out to the sponsors. Shout out to On It. Get in shape while you're sad.
Don't lose your hair.
Don't lose your hair over the loved ones. What else? I'm sorry, On It and Keeps.
How are you going to work Manscaped into this one?
Yo, you ever had a loved one pass away? Well, I bet you they cut their balls too. I'll fucking flip it. I don't give a shit. I will fucking get it somehow. It'll work. It's like a rapper, like, yo, I'll make any rhyme. Anything rhyme, motherfucker. Like,
rhyme orange.
Orange? Orange, you glad I didn't say? I know, that's the only word you can't rhyme with, right? Unless you have a southern accent and it just sounds like something else. Ooh. Yeah, dude, I randomly, man, I don't know why. My uncle loved Bobby Shmurda so much and Kodak Black. But he did. He really did for some reason. And I love Kodak Black so much. I remember I was like, hey, man, one day I want to get Kodak Black on the show. And you go, I don't think I would expect you to say that to me. And I go, oh, I love ignorant ass music, bro. I don't think you understand. The shit that you're like, what the fuck did he say? That's that shit. Just some I love southern rappers, man. Oh my God. That accent is just makes shit so huh? Oh, right here, juvenile.
Wow, you're going. I respect that.
I love that
you're
shit.
You're talking about this new shit, and you go back to fucking 400 degrees. Or
I love that shit though. Like that's what my uncle, I found his mix CDs the other day. Oh my fucking God. It brought back some memories. He was a super old country George Jones fan and shit like that. Like he's into the old country, knew every fucking country artist ever. Like you can say a song like, oh, by something. Like so his music and movies was so vast though. That's where I got all my shit from. It's weird to think about. But besides Adam Sandler and like Cheech and Chong, everything else is my Uncle John. I know. Like every other movie I've ever fucking owned. Yeah, weird. And he loved Juvenile. And he loved fucking Looney Coleon. I don't know if you know who Looney Coleon. Thug Real McCoy. But yeah, he's hard and mad ignorant. I love that shit. And that's where I learned all my shit from. So, Juvenile now, huh? I love that shit. I love Southern rappers rapping. There's this other rapper. I don't know why we're talking about this. There's this rapper my homie Justin from Pittsburgh showed me named Valley, Valee, I think. Valley. I don't know why I love it so much, but I've been listening to the same like 4 songs for about 2 days. I don't know what about it. I don't know what it is about that voice that makes me go sick. It's just like a little baby voice. Why are we talking about this right now?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
Man, listen, I checked out Ratcheton's shit. That shit.
Hard, huh?
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking hard.
Yeah,
Even if you don't understand what he's saying, like.
When you just did that ticky talk.
That shit?
Yeah.
Full Omar's music's hard.
Yeah, that shit was tough. April grew up on that fucking reggaeton shit. She heard it. She was like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, yeah, bro. Play that in a nightclub and you'll be like, oh, see every girl get up and dance. Like, all right, Omar, good shit, man. Like some of the, my favorite one is like where the beat leads and you hear, and it's like a trap fucking, it's just so sick. A lot of the shit he's done is dumb tight. But yeah. Damn, dude, what an episode. I'm talking about fucking random rappers too. Good shit. But cause John, yeah, he introduced me to so much shit. So much music, man. Yeah, man, I think that's everything. Everything we wanted to talk about today. What an episode. It was all the way through.
Yeah, hell yeah. This is gonna be a big month. We got some big decisions we're making about the show right now.
Yep.
And we got a big episode booked for the end of the month that everybody's gonna be very excited about.
Should we talk about it? I think we could talk. Goblin posts on Twitter.
Well, you might as well.
Yeah. So we're gonna do our first two guest episode. We're gonna have me over here, and we're gonna have Goblin, and we're gonna have Eric Kahn. And we're gonna do it all in the same episode. 3 mics going. Let's fucking get it. Let's see how this goes, man. This time, I'm just gonna roll the most joints. I mean,
1 million subscriber style.
Not that fat because we don't want people.
Yeah.
Oh, so when I was 6, you know what I mean? Like, so when I was 7, I'm just gonna roll vast amounts of joints, and we're gonna have a good time. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, Eric Kahn, Goblin episode. For everyone that keeps asking for X-Code, I talked to him. He does not like to get on planes. Oh. maybe it'll flip. And he'll be like, yeah, I want to come out there. But yeah, I hit him up. He says next time he's out in LA, he's like, I don't really travel that much. I don't want to fuck with planes. I don't fuck with planes either. We talk about Final Destination, Devin Sawa. I don't fuck with planes either. But so I feel you. But yeah, I asked him, guys, so you guys ask a lot, so you don't have to ask anymore. Whenever he's out here, he says he'll do it. I'm fucking hyped. Sean O'Malley coming. We're trying to get Nick Diaz, Kevin Smith, Steve-O. And I really want to talk to Warren Sapp. You remember Warren Sapp?
Hell yeah. Mm-hmm.
So him and Reggie White were the only fools I was like, ooh, these motherfuckers. The position I played, both of them.
Mm.
Well, Reggie White was a tackle, but still. Yeah, Warren Sapp smokes weed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to get high with Warren Sapp. That'd be cool.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
Yeah, I got your rookie card, motherfucker. I do. I have it fucking in a little case and everything.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, there's a bunch of people we want to talk to, guys. There's a lot of people we want to get on the show, but we'll get to that later. And I think we should wrap it up. It's been 3 fucking hours. What a weird. I feel like I did drugs. Like I feel like I'm coming off a mushroom or something.
When you say some shit like this out loud for the first time, it's your brain is like.
Yeah, I feel weird, like I'm a little like lost or some shit. Maybe it's the beer I haven't drank forever, but it's only one. It doesn't even say how many ounces. They don't give a fuck. 12-ounce beer.
Looks like a little ginger ale or something.
It's a little grenade. Mickey's grenade.
Man, I feel less Irish for not knowing what the fuck that is.
Mickey's boy. The 40s are better though. I only hold them at the top. It's the best way to hold a 40. I don't understand why. I see everybody else with the bag and shit. I see movies too, motherfucker. Hold it at the top. Nothing else gets hot. Yeah, you don't get your beer hot.
Yeah, no, I walk around like fucking Puff Daddy with my bottle of champagne. Yeah.
Yo, Puff Daddy, bro. We got to get out of here, but real quick. One time, Rosie and I, we used to go to the spa, this facial spot for COVID. And Rosie really loves Puff Daddy. And then one time Rosie went to the fucking spa and they shut the spa down because somebody was coming in with their security. And Rosie's in the fucking sauna. And Puff Daddy and his wife walk in and their security's like, all right, you can stay. Tell Rosie she's in the sauna because they blocked off the fucking doors. Like nobody else can come in here. Fuck that. Security stayed at the door and shit. And Rosie chilled with Puff Daddy for like an hour, and she taught him about vegan stuff because he was trying to go vegan.
No shit.
Yeah, he was throwing a vegan party, and she was like, yeah, so you can make this. Like, you can make cheese out of nuts. I could only imagine just, give me some cheesecake. You can make cheese out of nuts? I want you to walk down to New York City or whatever the fuck. I always go Puff Daddy, but Dave Chappelle playing Puff Daddy. When he's on
vegan Cambodian breast milk.
Exactly. Breast milk. Yeah, exactly. Damn. Like 6 references. So yeah, Rosie got trapped in a sauna, but like in a cool way. And then she got to chill with somebody she fucking loves. Wow. I knew that too. She loves Puff Daddy. Hella. She's like, he's so tight. And she just chilled with him and his wife like an hour by herself and was like, yeah. And then she'd call him like, you're not gonna fucking believe. And then one time we were coming to the spa and I was waiting for her outside because I got done first. And I'm like, yo, was that Ellen? Holy shit, sick. And then Rosie texted me like, yo. And she told me the whole story. Like, I turned around, I was paying my bill, I knocked into some dude hella hard. I felt hella bad. And he was like, oh, no, I'm sorry. It's okay, blah, blah, blah. And it was fucking Justin Bieber. And I was like, was that Ellen? Because I just saw blonde and skinny in a hoodie. I'm like, yo, Ellen's sick. And she was like, that wasn't Ellen, motherfucker. It was Justin Bieber. Why do we talk about this? Puff Daddy.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny. I looked at Rosie and saw her like, I got to tell the story real quick. She was so high. She's like, you're not going to fucking... Like, yo, that's some people pay 100 racks for that consultation.
Shit.
He should have paid you. Party planner. No, but Puff Daddy's tight. Anyway, yeah, I hold Puff Daddy. Ding, ding, ding. Sirac. Yo, we got to get out of here. For everyone on the road, I'm fucking sorry. And if you kept up with me, yo, don't drink and drive. That's crazy. I don't advocate drinking and driving. I don't advocate smoking and driving. Did you like that wink for everyone? Ding! Oh, bro, don't do that to me. You've been saving it the whole episode. I can see it in your face. I got a headache behind my left eyebrow, Marty. Instantly.
Oh, we got some new ones loaded up, folks. Yeah.
Yeah, that gunshot last time sincerely scared me.
Ariana thought that was so funny.
That siren fucked me up right now too. You know why? 'Cause all I see is red on the screen from the fucking mics being recorded. So all I see is like red bars. So I hear bright lights. Oh fuck! Then again, ain't nothing illegal in here, motherfucker. But still, it's just it's the habit.
Nah, it's the people in their cars that really fucking.
You're a dick. You
gotta. That used to happen in mixtapes.
You're an asshole. I didn't think about that till right now. You hearing me talk and you hear the siren. Oh, you're an asshole. Hey man,
Don't drink and drive.
One other thing. You know, you always go, what a dick, bro. He's got the fucking cop car. We ain't riding a cop car. Marty's got a cop car. Marty's got a cop car too. That's what he rides in. So every time you see one of those guys, like, oh, he's a cop. No, it's just high ass Marty.
Oh, you're talking about the truck?
Yes,
yeah, I know. I feel like a fucking cop.
As the cops in California. The same SUV.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, every time you pull up, I'm like,
I like that.
Oh, it's Marty. All right.
Yeah.
I know you like that. But you're out here scaring motherfuckers, pulling up on the freeway.
Yes,
it's fucking high as shit. I'm not a cop. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way. I'm more scared of you.
Seriously. Yeah, that's hilarious. I've definitely considered that. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. That's funny.
Pull up. Yeah, you got the fucking
clean cut white dude. Oh, he looked away? Yo, I did this whole podcast with no shoes on. What a weirdo. It was so hot in here that Marty's like, you should take your shoes off. It's hot. I'm like, I am wearing high top Vans. That's probably true.
Yeah.
And since that, we're going to be changing studios. We're building a new studio. All right. In with the new changing studios, we have a whole other section of this warehouse is not utilized.
We realize that we're fucking.
It's too hot.
Yeah.
It's too hot. It's dusty.
It's simply too fucking hot in here.
It's too hot. What time is it? 12?
Yeah.
It's midnight. That's how we have to do this, guys, because that's how hot it is. Oh, I got to be back here in a few hours. That's how I feel. All right, we got to end it, dude. We got to end it. What a podcast. Ugh.
But anyway, the set's still going to look sick, and it's just have AC.
There it is.
It's going to be in the next room over.
Same set. We're doing the exact same thing, rebuilding it. Just that way. In the brand new AC unit.
We have an office suite with AC. Plenty of room.
We just thought we need more room. We don't need more fucking room, Marty. All that's going to be different is we're right here.
Yeah. It's just going to be cooler.
Right here.
Yeah.
And it's not 104.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was dust coming in, so I had the owners block all the airways.
Yeah.
So it's really
And we
hot.
have to take the cameras down and set them back up each time.
Which
takes 2 hours.
We have to reset the entire set every fucking time. So I go, we're going to be here at 6. Oh, we'll start at 8. Okay. 2 hours. And we got to break down. We don't need the space.
It's going to be a lot more efficient.
It's going to be cooler. And we have
professional for guests.
And lighting in the walls this time.
Yes.
We're going to put lighting in the set instead of having everything out. It's going to be cool. But yeah, we're getting a new set, guys. We're going to do that, I think, the 20th. And yeah, it's going to be cool.
Our guests won't be sweating balls. And
dude, I felt bad for Josh. Josh Wolf came and he was glistening.
Yeah.
Glistening. Oh, yeah. I could see it on his face.
People thought he was just high or some shit. No, it is 1,000 degrees in here.
Fucking hot here. You guys don't know this, but there's a full-on fan on white noise mode underneath me. All right, there's a fan on my legs with no shoes on because that's how hot it is. It's like little Nicky out here, but flipped. All right, I'm out here trying to cool my lower legs off. And, yo, we got to stop ranting. It's the beer. Motherfuckers drink malt liquor to stand in front of buildings all day and talk. Now I know why. Yeah. Motherfuckers out here standing in front of liquor stores drinking this malt liquor. Just, yo, what about? Yeah, I could do that too if I had nothing to do. That's how I feel right now. I'm just talking about fucking nothing. I'm sorry if you're driving. Marty scared me with the lights. Then we talked about the set. Allen Iverson. All right, Allen Iverson. Practice. That's how I feel right now. You should have practiced this before you did it. I didn't. We just talked about a story I haven't talked about yet. That's how I feel right now.
Man, hold on. I want to be careful here. All right.
What?
Nah, we got some new sounds loaded up. I don't know if fuck around and hit the wrong ones.
Oh, one's just like my address or something. The fuck? What could it possibly be? Marty has a whole nother life or just a bunch of fucking crazy political things?
No,
Each bus is
we
different.
got here. We got.
Bro, okay, I knew it was coming. Still scared me.
We got the Funk Flex. We got.
I don't fuck with that.
Purge.
That sounds evil.
We got.
What are you, fucking nuts?
Is that Chucky, motherfucker? Bro, what are you doing to me?
We got Chucky on the
The thing I
soundboard.
hate about Chucky the most is his voice, and you know that. And you got the most human part. That's the worst part. Marty, Marty, when we do shrooms this month, when we go on the trip, I'm going to scare you. Not while you're on shrooms.
All right.
But I'm going to scare you.
I could have saved that one for the shrooms
disgusting.
episode. I was trying to think.
I heard the voice and went, why did that take me back to going like this? And I knew it, like, oh, that's Chucky. I know that fucking voice. That was genuine fucking childhood fear you just brought back on me. You guys see this bullshit? You guys see this shit? He loves it so much. I hope it's a split screen right now. I spit everywhere right now. Fuck, man. That was some bullshit.
The gunshots really scared you. A couple of them were genuine fear. This one, you're like...
I knew that was the voice. That was so fucking nasty. Like the guy that tried to molest you when you were a kid and you hear him again. You're like, oh, fuck. That's how I feel. Like, yo, you tormented me every fucking day. My dad fucked with me with him. Everybody made fun of me. That's my childhood trauma is that voice right there.
Shit.
I just compared it to being yeah, I did.
Okay.
It's the podcast. It's the podcast. If you weren't ready for that, then you're fucking late, bro. I said stupid shit. All right? That's just stupid shit. And I did just compare it. But it was trauma.
You meant that shit.
I meant that shit. Ew, Marty. Ew,
Sorry.
bro.
All right. We won't bust out Chucky.
Nasty. Ugh.
That's all the new ones. Yeah.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you. He was doing this for everyone. Oh, no, we're done. I was in suspense waiting for, like, my mom. Why the fuck didn't you pick up? Why didn't you mow the fucking lawn? Like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, you didn't mow the lawn? Get out of here, man. Another one like, sir, she's pregnant. Like, oh! That's a scary one, too. You should, for depending on which guest, we should fuck with.
I've been thinking about this, I know.
Marty.
Some custom.
Hey, you be that best producer in the Planet Award and start fucking with the guests and don't tell me that you're going to fuck with them. Oh, that is so good.
Get the best producer in the Planet Award.
Best producer on the planet. Also, Marty once got punched by some rapper because he played some childhood trauma to him.
Yeah, I could do. All right, say no more. Listen.
We're going to get Ja Rule in here. It's just going to be 50 Cent. Vitamin water. And Ja Rule's going to reach up and punch you. Yeah, I said reach up. He's little. Well, I mean, you're big.
You're coming at Ja Rule too out here. Goddamn.
Ja Rule's cool. Where would I be without my baby? I fuck with Ja Rule. I thought alone might break me. We got to get off. We got to stop. All right, guys, thank you so much. We're just going into Ja Rule. This is a FaceTime at this point. This is a FaceTime conversation for me and Marty. So what did we learn? Marty's a dick with a soundboard.
And I look like a cop pulling up.
You look like a cop. There it is. Whoop. There it is. This was just a sad-ass episode, and it started really fun. And I don't remember much, and it's very weird. I feel like I just like...
That's how it goes.
Yeah. My brain feels all like... It feels like I just left
You
school.
tuned in Monday to watch like everybody else.
I know. No, I'm saying like... Ugh. Like usually I can remember what I was saying, what I was looking at when I said it. That's how I remember how to do like editing, but today was like a blurry day. Yeah. Fun day, though. 1 year. 1 year, all right? It's been a year. Damn, motherfucker. That's crazy. So... Shout out to John, you motherfucker. I had a segment ready for him for the podcast, too. It's going to be called My Dirty Uncle John. I was going to phone him in and have him talk for a minute and a half just so you guys be exposed to what the fuck I've been doing for 20 years. What the fuck I've been exposed to. Like, yo, so what did you do today? Well, and then he just goes crazy. And then, shut up, Mom. Like, I miss it. I miss the fuck out of it. But it's all good, man. maybe we'll get like Will Sasso to play him in our movie one day. Because he's a Will Sasso fanatic. His favorite, what we watched maybe 1,000 times, was Will Sasso's segment series as Elvis. I can see through metal, boys. Cutter. You guys know what I'm talking about? Then yes. Maybe Will Sasso will play his ass one day and it'll be the tribute to John. Because Will Sasso's a fool too.
Fuck yeah, he is.
I love him so much. He's so funny. All right, guys, we get out of here. It's been 3 hours and 10 minutes. If you're in the chat, shout out to you guys. Thank you for everyone in the chat. Thank you for everyone. Rosie, thank you for sitting in the chair and just being here for the whole time. That's crazy.
Seriously. No fan.
No fan. Hot as shit. Sorry. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Marty, thank you for sharing. Also, this has been a wild-ass episode. Did I eat food today is what I'm thinking. Before my haircut. It's been like 16 hours. I just went, my stomach, ow, this beer. Oh, high school. Not eating, just doing drugs and drinking beer. Oh, man, this is high school. Where's John at? Man, fuck's this motherfucker
You're
at?
authentic.
For real. It's hot. It's hot as fuck. Yeah. This is pretty authentic, bro. I just need 2 packs of cigs and Coke.
And some fucking Ajax.
Some Ajax. Oh, that was the episode today. That was a long episode, man. That was today.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. Thank you guys. As Joey Lawrence would say. Whoa, he would not do. He would not say that. Yo, what kind of timing was that, Marty?
Not
As
the
Joey
soundboard.
Lawrence would say. Train. That was amazing. I'm so happy that happened. Joey Lawrence wouldn't say that. We'll get out of here with that. Guys, thank you for sticking through this whole fucking shenanigan. That's all I'm going to say. Shout out to Mickey's for making a beer that hurt your stomach a little. I'm just hungry. It's just bomb. It just tastes like minimum wage jobs. That's all I drank when I was doing minimum wage jobs. It's fucking Mickey's and Soul. Soul's pretty good. Miller High Lifes.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Miller High Lives. End the podcast. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Shout out to you. If you're driving, please be fucking careful. Sorry for Marty scaring you 6 times in a row with the sound. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been talking about people that are not here. What do you say?
All right, we'll run with that.
Well, we should do that as a title, talking about, and then just put hella spaces. People that are not here. That would be fucking stupid, but hilarious to me. Do it so much that you can't read it on the first line of YouTube titles. People that are stupid motherfucker. Man. That's not good. Oh, I thought it popped open. I hit my mic. Sorry, I was waiting for my teeth to get smacked. Yeah. You guys genuinely saw. I thought my teeth were gonna go bah. That was genuine fear. All right, guys.
You're about to take a sip out of the mic and shit.
No, I fucking clicked, but I thought I thought my shit was popping from the force, but it's open. It's your friend. That's your homie. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We're getting out of here. We appreciate you. Please be safe. If you're with your homies, thank you for watching. If you sat through this whole thing, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, guys, I'm Dope As Yola. Have a dope ass day. Are we still recording? Right? Because it went to blue. Marty, fucking jumping gangs out here.